Good evening and welcome back to Irons United for Matchday Live. Alf, we're back.
We are back. We are back indeed. Yes, Carabao Cup against Everton on our way to Wembley. That's it. We keep on marching on.
Yeah. Here's
we're going to put those blue noses to the sword tonight. That's what we're doing.
What are the chances that, we could be on a cup run and we might not actually be able to see the game? But shall we get straight onto the teams? Team news is announced.
Yeah. Look, a bit of a shocker for me actually. Randolph in goal. Who's at the back? Johnson, left back, I assume. Balbuena.
Johnson's right back.
Johnson's right back. Sorry, yeah. Balbuena, Creswell. Who? Rice at the back.
Rice is going to be partnering him in the back. Yeah.
Have I missed Ogbonna injury? Oh no, Ogbonna on the bench. Okay. What happened to Lacey? Is he injured?
Nobody really understands the reasoning behind it, but when I show you the Everton team, there could be a reason behind it in a minute if we go through the
in the middle then. Yeah, we've got Noble, Snodgrass, Lanzini, Anderson, Yarmolenko, and Haller. I mean, it's an interesting one. I mean, who they're going to put up front with Haller? Would that be Yarmolenko up top, or would that be a Lanzini?
I think they're probably going to do something similar, really. I think Noble comes in and takes over Wilshire's role because I think Noble can play that kind of attacking but also protective position. Yeah. So really the big two changes I really see in terms of tactics and also players are really going to be Rice stepping in for Alessi. So it's not a bad tactical decision. And Noble for Wilshere. And again, I don't actually think that's a really particularly bad decision. I don't think Wilshere has a few. I mean, I'm probably more disappointed about Alessi not having a bit more faith, and also Ashby not starting. But again, Johnson's there. I mean, he's our potentially first choice fullback. But I mean, let's have a look at the Everton team because I mean, this is a strong team they've put out, Alf.
Sigurdsson, Richarlison, Rodriguez, crikey, they mean business, don't they?
Blimey. They really do. Yeah, I mean, we had an Everton fan on last night for the preview that we did, and we were talking away to him about he reckons that Everton are taking this the competition really serious, and with the signings that they've made, that they've actually got strength and depth in their squad. So you just need to look at their bench there, Alf, and see that they've got really strong options coming off the bench. I mean, they've got new side the core on there. It will be Bernard, who we know about, who West Ham were linked to. But then they're giving Sigurdsson again another cup run. He's been playing in the cup for them, and we know he's capable of scoring free kicks, penalties, etc. I mean, Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin, Rodriguez. If there's one player I'm delighted not to see on that list is Walcott, because we know he's got history with West Ham.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting, actually, before the season started and they were making their signings, I said to a couple of fellas at work, I said, watch out for Everton. Watch out for Everton. They were like, no, come on. Okay, granted, they're Liverpool fans as well. And I said, no, watch out. The signings that they've made, Ancelotti is going to get them playing. And guess what? Look, was it 3 wins out of 3?
Yeah,
they're against us in the Carabao Cup tonight, and they are putting out a strong side. They mean business. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a tough. I kind of say it every game now. This is going to be a really tough test for us. And it might be a bad night for us. But the way we've been playing as well, especially against Wolves, it really took me by surprise. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see the game. Only the last 20 minutes work held me back, but. We played really well. We played great in the Carabao Cup games so far. So, look, whilst I'm cautiously optimistic tonight. Let me put it that way.
Absolutely. Let's get through some of the comments, Alf, while we're here. Hughes77, come on, you Irons, 100% win, thumbs up, fingers crossed. Robert, hope you're well. Like your Cannington Len image, really good picture there. Neil took evening, gents, another 4-0 victory.
Wow. That would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah,
absolutely.
I can't see that though. I can't see 4-0. No, not in my. You could, because you always go some crazy score, but nah. I think this will go to penalties tonight. I'm gonna make a prediction. Penalty.
Look who we've got joining us.
Matt, here he is, the voice of reason, you see. Matt,
I don't know about reason.
Give us your score prediction tonight. Don't say 4-0 because that'll just be silly.
I said last night, I said 3-2. I'm going to stick with it. 3-2. We're going to win.
3-2. Wow. 3-2. Crikey. Now, I think this is going to go to penalties, this one. It'll be 2-2 on the night. It'll go to penalties, and we'll beat them 5-4 on penalties. Like I've seen into the future. Like I know this stuff.
Just very quickly, for everyone that's watching, the hosts are dramatically changing throughout the whole show tonight. So I'm nipping away for literally 8 minutes, and I'll be back because then Alf needs to go, and then we're tagging in hopefully someone else. Yeah. So we'll be back and forth, guys. I'll be back in literally about 7 or 8 minutes.
Right, go for it. Yeah. So Matt, what do you think of the lineup tonight?
It's a lot of what we expected. Like we spoke about on the preview last night, and I said, whatever team gets picked, you guarantee the front four will start from the last round. Yeah, which was right about. But then, it's a bit surprising, Declan Rice coming in the back four, Balbuena. I thought maybe he'd given Alessi a go, but maybe he's respecting it a bit more now. It's got some of the later stages.
Do you know, I was so impressed with the Alessi, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, Alessi Balbuena partnership. I just thought that he could have gone with that again. I just don't understand why he's done this with.
I sort of get it because they've put out a lot stronger team. They've still got a fairly strong team out, to be honest.
Yeah, sure.
But at the same time, you thought he'd earned the right to play.
I think so. I think he's earned the right.
But you look at them. Look, they got James, Calvert-Lewin,
and not even to feature on the bench as well. That's where I'm thinking. I'm not sure about that.
Ashby still made the bench.
So exactly. So Ashby, obviously dislocated his fingers or whatever he did. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. But look, as I say, Everton, they're obviously going for it. We're taking this seriously this season, which is great. We're on a good run of form now. We're after that 4-0 win at the weekend. The two, obviously, the good performance against Arsenal, the 2 Carabao Cup wins. We've turned a corner, haven't we? We're doing all right now, aren't we?
We are to an extent. We shouldn't get away from the fact that there were 2 lower cup teams, but the Wolves performance looked like you'd hope turned a corner.
Yeah,
but this is West Ham, so we could turn back around at the weekend and go the other way again.
Sure,
but I think at the same time you got to look at Everton because I think they've talking about teams turning a corner.
Yeah,
if you think about the fact that this isn't like it is what it is, but let's not forget we were both looking for managers at the same time, right?
Yeah,
and Sullivan and Go went, you can't do managers from abroad. They'll bring in trusty old David Moyes, and fair enough, he done his job.
Yeah,
but we were around the same position, both looking for managers, and they went and got Ancelotti. Look at the players he's brought in and how they're playing football. They're not just winning games.
But hold on, they've also backed him. The board, their ownership,
exactly. That's what I was about to say. Yeah, they've backed him.
Money and signings. Luke, good evening. Sorry, a little bit of delay there. What do you think about the lineup tonight, and the lineup that we've got against the lineup of Everton?
I haven't seen Everton's lineup, to be fair.
It's a strong lineup. It's pretty much their first team out there. Pretty much. They've got Rodriguez on there. They've got Calvert-Lewin on there. Richarlison. They're taking it seriously. They want a bit of silverware this season.
I'm not surprised, to be honest. I think I'm surprised that Rice has gone back into the centre back position. But maybe we're just thinking, well, we don't really want to risk it because, and this is what I said to people: it's all well and good playing League One opposition, and we've done the job, and Alessi played well, and we're going to use players, but sometimes you can overplay them. So like that couple of games that got their confidence up.
Yeah.
But we were away from home. It's a completely different setting to being at home, and even though there's no fans at the London Stadium, you still sort of feel a home comfort. It's like your fortress. So when you go away to a team that's in form like Everton, funny, Charlton and Hull to me didn't really put up a fight. They were going through the motions. I didn't really see one from them, to be fair. Everton's a completely different kettle of fish, and you need players in a lot of ways that can, they've got experience in hand and that we can challenge them. And this is the thing. people want us to go far in these cups, and they want us to play a strong team. Well, this is what he's been doing. This is what we've been doing.
But if we're going to play a strong team, then Luke, then why is Rice in the back there? And obviously, Alesi is young. Why is Rice back there instead of Ogbonna? Surely Ogbonna should be in there.
Because, look, as far as I'm concerned, Ogbona's an experienced pro, but he plays a lot of games. He's an experienced guy, and to be honest with you, maybe he needs a bit of a rest. Rice seems to be a constant engine that can go. And if we can fit more players in our midfield, Snodgrass needs a game because he's playing well, and he's keeping that attack and that midfield almost like a glue for the last few cup games. I think Bonner doesn't need to play. If Rice can slot back in there and do exactly the same job as he's been doing in the midfield, but i.e. being reliable, then trust in him. He's a young guy. People forget he's still a young guy himself. He's 21 years old. He's not. Bonner's 30 odd now. He could probably do with a rest himself. And we're playing a different formation tonight as well with the back, so it's not the normal three at the back we've had the last few games. I must admit I'm surprised by you, but I didn't expect the Bonner to play. I didn't expect the Rice to be at centre back either, but they are.
No. Haller's up front. He scored a great goal at the weekend. A great cross from Masuaku, I've got to say, who actually played really well, I thought. Some great crosses, finally, who knew? But who's going to play alongside him or just behind him, I would imagine? It's got to be it's going to be either Yarmolenko, Lanzini or Anderson, you would have thought. But I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I can't really call this one. What about you, Luke?
It's almost like they're going to have to try and work that out for themselves, Everton, because it could be one of them things where, during attacks, one of them turns into a number 10, and then during defences, they go back to the wing play. A bit like sort of Masuaku done at the weekend, where he was playing as a left back and then a left winger. Back and forth to a defensive attack each time. It's going to be interesting, but I think maybe it's just trying to keep the same mould as we have done for the last two games. And like I said, this is different opposition to the last two rounds. But I think it'll be interesting to see how it goes. And it's not changing it completely. It's trying to keep it as much as it can to be a first team. Snodgrass doesn't start in the first team, but he's starting tonight, and it's just keeping that mould, but changing it around. There could be, we're playing a strong team, so the sub could come in and change the game if we need them to later on in the game. So, I'm just interested. I'm also really, really nervous. So I don't want to put the team down and go, I don't know why this person is playing, but I know why this person is playing. Because I think that you've got to trust in the way we're playing at the moment. You've got momentum and playing well. So
Matt, what do you think about who's going to play up top with Haller? I personally think it's more likely to be Lanzini than anybody else. Just sat in behind him, rather, I should say. But what do you think?
Yeah, they've just had it up on the stream and they said it's a 4-3-3, but I think you'll find...
Oh, was it? Right, okay, I missed that. Sorry, right, okay.
I think you'll find it'll be the same formation we played in the last couple of rounds, which is a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, okay.
And you'll find that Lanzini will sit in behind Haller.
Yeah.
And Noble and Snodgrass will sit in front of the back four. Because that's the formation we played last round.
Yeah.
And like me and Ant said on the preview last night, he's dropped Wilshere and put Noble back in.
Yeah. So okay. So you're saying Noble and Snodgrass in front of the back four,
and Lanzini will play in the middle
with
with
Anderson
those
on the
three,
left and Yarmolenko on the right. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds feasible. And what do you think? What do you think about the formation and the who's going to partner Haller tonight? What kind of tactics do they need to employ to make best use of Haller?
To be brutally honest, I'm not so disappointed as maybe some of the other fans are. The only disappointment I've got is Alessi's not in the squad.
I agree.
He wasn't even in the team that played yesterday for the younger players in the Checkatrade Trophy. So I'm a bit confused at that. I'm not so disappointed that Noble's starting. I think it's good because I think we need a fit Noble throughout the season for the squad. I think there's going to be plenty of attacking options in Yarmolenko, Lanzini and Anderson. So I'm not so bothered about him having support because I think he'll get balls into the box, and Yarmolenko will probably cut inside and play in that maybe potentially number 10 role, him or Lanzini. So it doesn't massively concern me too much. Again, guys, I'm sorry, Matt and Luke, I think it's going to be over to you for the next 10 minutes while I need to disappear again just for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry to do it. I just wanted to jump on and put you well under pressure.
All right, cheers for that.
Well, that's right. Well, you keep on going. I'm going to stay on for another minute or so, and then I'm going to have to shoot off. I've got things to do and people to feed and all that kind of stuff. But I should be back hopefully within the first 10 minutes or so. But hey, listen. I mean, look, Luke, what do you think of the match that we, what we played the weekend against Wolves? I was quite surprised by it, actually. Do you think we can put in another performance like that tonight, that we can kind of boss the game? Luke? Can you hear me? Luke?
I would say that's a no. I don't think he can hear
you. Matt, do you think we can put in another good performance tonight?
It's going to be hard.
We need to, don't we? We need to. And
there we go.
People complaining that, Haller didn't start and Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to be hard because for one, we're not playing the same formation, so we haven't got those wing backs.
Yeah.
And if you notice, they brought Alan back in to the team, which they didn't have in the last round.
Sure.
Just to give them that extra sort of, they've got Alan and Delph sitting, so they've gone for the same sort of thing. They've gone for two sturdy, good defensive midfielders. I mean, everyone knows what Delph's about, and Alan's been a fantastic anchor player in Italy for years. So I don't think it's going to be as easy as it was. I think Wolves have had it easy against us the last couple of years. I think they didn't realise that one, we'd change formation, and two, we'd go for those two, sort of destructive midfielders.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've got the same stuff in the middle tonight. I made this point last night that if they picked both Alan and Decore, which luckily Decore is at least not starting. I don't think he's on the bench. He's on the bench. He's not starting. But I don't think Noble Snodgrass can do the same thing. I don't think they're defensively as good. I mean, they both try. And, the one thing you'll say about them two players, Noble and Snodgrass, you'll always get effort and determination. But I don't think either of them is defensively as good.
Yeah.
And also, you're not going to get both of them running up and down the pitch for 90 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just wondering what Moyes is thinking with introducing Noble in there. Did he have an inkling that Everton are really going to take this seriously? So he needs just to tighten it up a little bit, keep it tight for 50, 60 minutes. Make sure we don't concede. As you like to say, make sure we don't ship any goals. I mean, I'm just going through the comments here as we're talking, and it's kind of a mixed bag of comments out there, a mixed bag of feelings of, are we putting a B team out? Why aren't we taking this seriously? Well, I think we are taking this seriously. I just don't think we're, I think this second team that we've got, let's say, it's kind of not the same second team, isn't it? It's fluid. There's lots of players coming in and out of it,
We know we're very top heavy on attacking players.
Yeah.
So I made the point last night, if say that front four, Yarmolenko, Haller, Anderson and Lanzini, probably anyone outside the top 7 would take that as their front four. It's not, but it's as we go further back. And like I said, there was no way he was going to start both Snodgrass and Wilshere in the middle as the middle two. No. So, and we made the point last night. We were like, well, who, what will we play? And at the last second, I clicked and went, who'll play Noble?
Yeah.
Because he's going to need the minutes.
He's going to need the minutes. I think he's just
needs
an old head as well.
Because don't forget, he was out injured, so he's coming back from injury.
Yeah.
And also, him starting tonight probably shows you that he won't be the starting midfielder now.
Yeah, sure.
If we're going to continue this, call it we want 5-2, 5-4-1 or 3-4-3, whatever you want to call it, that midfield 2 won't include Noble. If we're playing for 2 centre mids, it will be Souček and Rice.
Look, I think we've got a very attacking front four, let's say, if you want to. They're very attack-minded. I think Noble's come in there with Snodgrass because they're two workers, and I think maybe that's where we're lacking with those front four, that they've got the flair, they've got the industry, let's say, but they haven't really got the hard work, and they're not the ones who are going to rally everybody together. And I think Noble and especially Noble and especially Snodgrass together, I think they can, pull everybody up by the bootstraps a little bit, sitting in front of that back four. I think that's why they've been put in there, just to make sure that the lads don't lose their heads too early in the game.
As long as they're actually playing as holding two, that's my only worry.
Yeah.
Is that one or two of them go running?
Right, Luke, you're back. Can you hear us?
I can, but my connection is terrible tonight. So if I go, I apologise. But
I'll be stuck on my own trying to.
That's all right. Wait, you can hold the fort. I'm going to have to shoot out, guys. But listen, I will be back in the first half. You guys take it easy, and I'll see you when Hans returns. Hopefully, Hans will be back in a couple of minutes. And guys, just keep on leaving your comments and everything, and we'll be back for the game to start in less than 8 minutes, isn't it? Something like that.
About 8 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, lovely. All right, cheers, guys.
So you said that you hadn't seen the Everton team yet.
No, still haven't.
So Everton they put out quite a strong team. They've got Calvert-Lewin at centre back.
Right.
Their back four is John Joe Kenny, Michael Keane. The only weak link they got in their back four possibly is Digne's playing centre back.
Right. Okay.
And then they've got Nkunku. I know they signed him in the summer from, I think, was it Lyon? They signed him from France in the summer.
Right.
But he's a left back, so they've been bleeding him in through through the cup. They've got a midfield three, but basically the same as us. They've got two holders and an attacker. They brought Allen in. They've got Allen and Delph holding with Sigurdsson playing as a centre attacking mid, who is someone that I pointed out last night as a player to worry about because he had an awful year last year, but he always scores a banger against us.
Yeah.
He always does. And then they got front three is James, Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. So they've played their front three, their actual front three. So they've put out, we had Everton fan on last night and he said, he expected this team to be pretty much as it is now. People talking about maybe it won't be a Walcott and he went, well, they probably won't. Because much like us, Everton won a trophy. And they know at this point in time, this is the most realistic one to win. And he said the same thing that we said. He said the big teams don't look at this as a trophy. They're like, it's a League Cup. He said, but the likes of West Ham and Everton, who haven't had a trophy in, I think he said their one was like 95 was their last trophy.
Yeah.
He's like, so for them, the same as us, he's just desperate for a trophy. And Ancelotti's taking it seriously. You'd say their first team, theirs is probably more slightly stronger than ours. I mean, they're only maybe 3 players out from their first team 11.
Yeah, sounds it. Anyway.
What do you think of it? Are you hearing that team? Are you more worried than you was before?
I'm shit myself. I'm nervous. But it's the one comfort I've got is the fact that, we seem to have performed better under pressure against the better teams. So Arsenal and Wolves have played well. And when we've gone in the Cup recently, we scored loads of goals and we've kept pushing after scoring about 2 or 3. And I think that's a big thing for us as well. But it's Everton away, and it's never, ever an easy ride for us when we go away. And it'll be interesting to see tonight. I think it's all about the start. If we get a good first 15 minutes, you get to know how we're going to play and how Everton are going to play. And if they're on the front foot, we've got to defend like mad and just maybe make a hard tackle in the first 5 minutes, let them know we're there. And I don't know, be interesting. What do you think?
I said yesterday I was worried. I still say win because I wouldn't say we wouldn't, but our record against Everton's not great. Like we looked at yesterday, and our record, we had them back-to-back wins a couple of years back with Anatovic had scored 2, and then last time one was Yarmolenko scored twice.
Yeah.
And that was the guy the Everton fan picked out to worry about. He goes Yarmolenko because he always scores against us. He loves scoring against them. So maybe Yarmolenko's going to turn up. What do you think about Noble coming in?
Really.
What do you think about Noble coming back in?
I'm not surprised at all. This is a perfect game for him to come in where we're probably going to be defending quite a bit more than attacking. He needs to play. This is the thing with Noble coming in. I've got no problem with Noble playing. My problem with Noble is the fact that we've overused him for so many years, and I think even he said it last season. He said, we can't keep relying on him. So now we've got Suchek and Rice coming in. They can do the hard work that he's been doing for so many years, and it gives him the allowance to come in for cup games, etc., and start and have that rest he needs. We haven't seen him for a good couple of games now, and I think that it's time. I'm a bit disappointed that Cullen hasn't played, but like I said before, this is Everton away. They're a Premier League club, and this isn't a League One team at home. And no disrespect, but it's a completely different ball game. You can't keep relying on youth players to get you through, because I tell you what, if they had a bad game tonight, if they made mistakes, they might have, loads of criticism. Oh, they're not good enough now. They're not good enough for the Premier League standard and stuff like that. Would have been playing well the last couple of games. So you've got to use these youth players well, and you've got to use them. You've got to use them systematically. For me, enjoying the apple, Anton. Very much.
Yeah, see, a lot of people are saying about that it will be with Noble in the middle. It's going to be a slow game, and I can kind of see that because we did play a lot quicker without him in the middle.
There seems to be quite a lot of negative comments, though.
I get what they're saying about Noble. He does, if you're trying to play counter-attacking football, which Moyes is set up to play, Noble's never been that sort of player. But like you said, if you're playing a game like today, where they're both just going to sit and drop deep and you let the front four do what they do, then he's the sort of player you want. He is the sort of one to get him going.
What I don't get is it sounds like a lot. I don't know if I could be wrong here. I'm trying to look through some of the comments, but it's as if people are potentially expecting the side that beat Wolves. But
yeah, I don't get that.
But when West Ham played Wolves at the start and the team lineup was announced, it was as if people were expecting the side that beat Hull. So
yeah, we all know that West Ham fans, as much as any other fan, you're very it's either amazing or great. We lose and we're going to get relegated, but we're going to win the league. So it's always going to be the case.
Listen,
like Luke said, this isn't a League Two. This isn't a League One team. This is Everton, who are second in the table, top of the table.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the positives, though. Yarmolenko, 2 goals and 2 assists so far in the competition. What are we thinking of Yarmo?
Matt?
What?
Well, like we said, Paul the Everton fan on last night for the preview, and he said he picked out as someone he's worried about was Yarmolenko. Because he knows that Yarmolenko is. We all know what Yarmolenko can do. It's just if he can do it up and down on a wing for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And if he's got if he gets the time and space to do it, if he gets time and space, and if they can play some of the attacking football they played in the last 2 games, he could have a very big say in it. He picked him out, didn't he? He said he's always won. He scored against them. We won there 3-1. He said he picked him out that game.
Yeah. Because
it's someone that much like us, we always say a player we try to sign or a player we sell always comes back to haunt us. They tried to sign Yarmolenko for about 2-3 years running, Everton. Yeah. So you're hoping that Yarmolenko will turn up again and put in another good performance, which he should be able to do because even though it is Everton, like you said, he scored 2 goals against them 2 years back. He's in a bit of good form now, and it seems to be that we've used this cup as a good way to get the attacking players into good form.
Yeah,
I'm quite interested to see if he keeps going for the top corners because old T-Rex arms in Pickford ain't gonna be able to get to the top corners very well, is he? If he tries to or something, they could go in.
I was going to ask the Everton fan last night, and I entirely forgot. I was going to ask him. They've done a lot of business here, but will they be looking at a goalkeeper?
Yeah, it's been
because not just the whole T-Rex arms thing, but they won the last round 5-2 in the cup. And the 2 goals they conceded, Pickford tried to play out from the back, and one of them was literally a tap-in because he got tackled trying to make a Cruyff turn. And it's Chelsea brought in the goalkeeper, what's his name, Mendy, because eventually Lampard just gave up with Kepa and was like, "Your mistakes are costing us too much." But so while Everton are doing well, but if they start doing badly again and Kepa's making these if Pickford keeps making these mistakes, are they going to bring someone else in? Because he's not. He plays in England because he's good with his feet, but only get you so far when you don't make saves.
Yeah.
Players are out on the pitch here, and yet again, Anderson is not taking the knee. Which I'm surprised that didn't really get made any sort of headlines last week. I thought he might have
everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles.
Sorry.
That's all right, yeah. No, I'm surprised because he's done the same thing this week. I think everyone else took the knee apart from Anderson. He didn't take the knee last week. And considering that, was it the weekend before, QPR got absolutely torn apart for the whole squad not taking the knee.
Is his decision nothing? Is it something not released on his?
Yeah, it looks religious, doesn't it? Yeah,
he's very, very religious. You see on his Instagram stories all the time. He's just going to seminars and doing things about reading books in the Bible or whatever it is. It might be something to do with that, but you don't know. I mean, if you know, he's spending time with players like, you know, Antonio, Hallow, etc., and you know that he's still friends with him. I presume so. It can't be anything. It can't be anything malicious. But you know, everyone's got their own opinions, haven't they, I suppose. So you know, he's got his reasons for it.
Absolutely. Just out of interest, guys, what are you on in the game?
I am on 36 seconds.
I'll see, I'm a bit in front of you. I'm on 1 minute 10.
I'm 1:22.
Let me try and reset it. Let me try and refresh it and see if it. Because I had this last time with Alf, and when I refreshed the page, I sort of seemed to speed up a bit. So if I just go back into it,
look. Has Alf paid his £10 to the EFL?
He did, yeah.
Because me and brother are watching it now, but we couldn't get the game on the EFL channel. It wasn't available to be streamed.
Because I'm streaming it now. See, I'm only on 1:37.
Oh, sorry, just quickly, West Ham through in the attack. Sebastian Haller, just outside the 18-yard box, right on the edge. Feeds Lanzini, but the player intercepts and takes the ball.
I've paid my £10 to the EFL again.
And you're sitting further behind than me.
Yeah, I'm on 150. I'm on 155. You were way ahead of me.
I'm 215.
And I've just refreshed it again. I've actually paid for it, yeah.
We're watching a video stream, and it's the most ridiculous adverts and pop-ups. So,
listen, look, if you're wanting to go and watch it, you can pop in. It's up to you, mate, because I'm here now.
I might have to because I'm so far behind you two. It's almost
it'll ruin your experience, mate.
Yeah, go on.
I'm a bit.
Jump in and out when you fancy it, mate. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. All right then.
I'll just.
So what are you on now?
2:47.
Oh, so you're about 7 seconds in front of me now.
Yeah.
I've sped it up. I've refreshed it and I've gained about 45 seconds. So, yeah, I did try and have a look, but I was just like, you know what? They must be making, I wouldn't say a lot of money, but this has got to be like a decent little money earner for the EFL.
Oh, 100%.
Obviously, I'm guessing they must split it. I don't know what percentage with the Carabao, but it's, you know... Because I know, West Ham apparently don't get anything from this because David Sullivan was moaning that he had to pay him $50,000 to get a plane up there. Like, you don't get any money out of it. So
Everton through in the attack. Good play from Balbuena though. Nice calm clearance from the edge of the 18-yard box, but Everton still have hold of the ball, tacking through the 18-yard box, and again another good clearance from Balbuena. Fabian Delph on the ball. Again, Everton pressing. Sigurdsson.
They're very high up the pitch, Everton, with the pressing.
Yep, definitely. Now they're gone all the way back, though. All the way back in their own half.
You can see the way that Ancelotti's got them set up because in that attack there, both the holding midfielders in Allen and Delph are really high up the pitch.
Yeah, really high up the pitch. Tries a nice dink ball there through, but Randolph picks it up. Nice and clearly. Get your predictions in, everyone, for the game. Let us know what your thoughts are for the predictions. We'll try and go through some comments. I know we've not really said anything. Oh, we've got loads of, it looks like Colombian fans on who absolutely love James Rodriguez. And to be fair, mate, I mean, I've got a really, really close friend who's Colombian. And I've always taken a keen interest in the Colombian international side. And I mean, out with the fact that he's a quality player, what a coup in terms of marketing. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a bit like when we signed Hernandez. All of a sudden, we had all these Mexican fans. It's interesting, though, because apparently the way it's worked out...
on the wing there, on the 18, just the edge of the 18-yard box, tries to cross in, but the Everton defender intercepts it, and they are playing out from the back and they're clearing the ball. Still got a hold of the ball. I suppose you can see the difference now in a Premier League side to the League One side when the ball does, say, bounce off or deflects off of a player. It doesn't just bounce back to a West Ham player. You've got to go and fight for it, whereas maybe against Hull and Charlton, the ball would naturally find its way back to the West Ham player. Sorry there, Al. Matt.
I was just saying that I did read somewhere that the way it's worked out that at least this year they're not paying a transfer fee for Rodriguez. I don't know how it worked out, but it was some crazy deal they've sorted out where they pay it over like a couple of years. Like it was like saying like a Sullivan deal, but there was nothing to pay up front.
Yeah,
because they took on his wages. And you think, Ancelotti, the three midfielders they brought in, he basically looked at their team from last year and went, "Our midfield's crap. We need a midfield." And he went and spent.
Absolutely. Everton back again on the ball, back within their half. Listen, there's comments in there, so I'll just kind of read them before I put them up. Toby, you're saying this is your first watch along and you're loving it. I mean, first and foremost, what made you want to watch a watch along? And secondly, why are you enjoying it? Vinay is saying 5-1 West Ham. Stephen Reid is saying 3-2 West Ham. Toby Sampson is saying 3-1 West Ham. Toby Sampson is telling Anna, the Everton fan, to go and find an Everton fan page. Oh, I love it. Anyway, West Ham through in the attack. Anderson just at the edge of the 18-yard box. This is going to shoot from distance. Low. Oh, is it Pickford? Yeah, it's Pickford. Dives down to his right, low right, to easy save, to be honest. But Anderson cut inside there from the left-hand side. Drove into
save in the end.
Yeah, and just went out to the edge.
What is it on?
It's on the EFL.
It's on the Carabao Cup.live. It's the official EFL website, but you've got to pay a tenner to watch it.
Yeah.
It's not free. It's not even on Sky Sports. They've done it since the second round, which is they pick one big game and then they have another select set of which looks like Premier League teams, and they charge you £10 to watch, and it's just that game for that one game.
Yep. Oh, first prediction for a loss, 3-1 Kieran. I'm afraid, chaps. Leslie, Sword 2-1 West Ham. Fingers crossed. West Ham playing the ball deep within their own half. Ben Johnson's trying to get the ball out, but it goes out for a throw-in to Everton. Where are you at now, Matt?
Yeah, I'm literally a couple seconds behind you.
Strong lineup though from Everton tonight, and I mean, it's equally a strong lineup by West Ham. If I'm being brutally honest, mate. I mean, we've got Sebastian Haller, record signing, followed by Felipe Anderson, second record signing. Yarmolenko, 20-odd million. Lanzini.
Like I said to Stella, I was like, anyone outside maybe the big seven would be happy with that front four. It's just getting them to click and then doing the defensive work behind them.
Yeah.
It's well kept in by Randolph. That deflected cross. It's been a cagey opening sort of 10 minutes.
Has so, yeah. Just focusing on Alan Irvine. Just trying to see who Moyes is talking to tonight, because against Wolves, he was talking to Pierce on the sidelines, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think it might be something similar. It won't be entirely the same, because I doubt Everton have got a... I mean, I'm not being funny. I know Pierce is old school, but surely he's got like a Bluetooth or a mobile phone or something. I mean, don't forget, when it back in like 2004 or 2005, don't you remember like the old Big Sam when he was at Bolton and he'd sit up in the stand in the first half and he'd have the massive Tusk Bluetooth on. And you had old Piercy there with the phone, the corded phone, didn't he, in the West Ham Stadium? I don't think he's going to get a corded phone in the away dugout at Everton somehow.
West Ham on the attack down the left-hand side. Nice bit of play between Noble and Snoddy. Snoddy again, back to Noble, although they're feeding the ball. Oh, it's good play by Noble, feeding the ball across the park, empty space to Balbuena. Looks for Ben Johnson and tries to play it down the wing, but it gets intercepted by the Everton team, and they're going straight for a counter-attack.
So I did find it interesting, though. I know we've said pick the same sort of players, but it's interesting that he hasn't stuck with the formation that he's been playing in the league. He's gone back to this sort of... I'm assuming it's Moyes still in charge, but we've adapted to this five at the back.
He's onside. Is he onside? Oh, he scored 1-0 Everton. Calvert-Lewin, right over the top. Literally
peeled off the back of Declan. I don't know. Thing is, right, I don't know if that's a good goal.
Let's have a look here. It's a defender, and Calvert-Lewin does get on the wrong side of beats Declan Rice. Yeah, it's a really good ball though from the centre.
Was that Johnson playing him on side?
What a goal! What was though?
Did he shank the finish though? Because he looked like he meant to. It looked like it should have been more composed than it was. It sort of
doesn't, mate.
looked like he shinned it over him.
That ball, he's taken that one touch.
Oh, the touch! No, the touch was fantastic.
It's just an absolutely top-notch goal from a player who's just full of absolute.
He meant to control it, and I did say about Calvert-Lewin yesterday. He's in ridge form, and he 100% needs to control it and chip it over Randolph. It does look like he shinned it a little bit, but it was just one ball, and maybe that's because Deck's not been playing centre-back for a while. And he's used to having someone else behind him. But he did peel off the back of Deck, saying that Johnson was playing probably a bit deeper, playing him on side. I don't think they're using VAR in this anyway. So I don't think you get any VAR decisions, do you, in the EFL Cup? I know in the FA Cup they used the VAR, but I don't think they used it in the Football League. And it was very well taken goal, but it was just one straight ball. And, already that puts us having. I said 10 minutes. It's been 50. It's been cagey. It's been interesting. All of a sudden, one ball over the top from their centre back, and Calvert-Lewin was in 1-on-1. Can't blame Randolph. There's enough. Randolph had to just come out and hope. I said the touch to score was a bit skewiff from Calvert-Lewin, but the touch to bring it down was fantastic.
Yeah. Sorry, I apologise for everyone. I'm eating my non-halftime orange.
Oh, free kick, surely, ref.
No ball on the ball. I don't think it was offside, was it?
No, it wasn't. It looked like Johnson was playing him on. I'll be perfectly honest.
Wrong. You can't. But we can't blame Johnson. No, it was definitely Rice lost his man.
Oh yeah, he did. And like I said, I don't know if that's because he's not used to playing centre back anymore. I don't know if you call that his natural position anymore. Really, it was his natural position about 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
Listen, I can't. That's just a genuine mistake because in actual fact, I really do think Declan Rice is a fantastic centre half. Quite possibly.
I mean, like match sharpness. When you play X amount of games in a row, you get used to playing in that position. So for Deck, 99 times, 90 plus times out of 100, he's playing holding midfielder. That ball goes over his head. There'll be a defender in behind him, and you've dropped him back in at centre back for a game, and we've seen it before because he first came into the team playing centre back. But, it's just the repetition of how you play. And normally he wouldn't be expected to be there. But it was a fantastic ball. It was a good touch to bring it down. And he clipped it over the top of the goalkeeper. You can't argue against either of them. It's just... Yarmo should have had a better touch there.
Yeah, ball got crossed into the 18-yard box. Yarmolenko was literally unmarked, but his first touch wasn't great.
Not like Calvert-Lewin's.
Oh, is he chipped it over? Come on. Is he giving a foul? No, it's a free kick to Everton, right in the West Ham box. Lanzini found his way through in the 18-yard box. And he looks, let me have a look at this again.
Oh, he's giving handball.
He's tried to
handball he's given? I've got the sound.
He's given a handball, but Lanzini's gone down like trying to win a penalty, I think.
Yeah, because he stepped across. He's tried to do the Vardy, isn't he? He stepped across Michael Keane, in the hope that Keane ends up bringing him down. But no, I think even if it wasn't handball, he wouldn't have got anything for it.
Toby, you're asking, do we look overrun? I wouldn't say
really.
We look over. I don't think we look overrun. I think Everton have got. I could probably say Everton are edging control of this game, but not dramatically edging control because we're definitely attacking.
And it's proven by the fact that the goal they scored, they bypassed the midfield. They didn't go through the midfield. They went over the top. So it's very much a 50-50 game. It's just, I don't know who passed the ball. I don't know if it was Keane or Digne. It was Keane.
I think it was Keane, yeah.
Because I know Digne is playing, or Digne, however you pronounce it, is playing the left side of the centre-back, which isn't his natural position. But it was one good ball, and in fairness, it was a very good ball over the top that split our defensive line.
The only thing, making the point about Alessi not playing and Declan Rice, and I just wanted to knock his confidence as well. Yeah, and Steve Reid has just written in there, regarding Deck, he made a mistake. He's human. There's no goals.
Yeah.
There's goals in both teams. Should be end-to-ends.
Well, that's what I was basically saying. You know, I know you're saying he is a natural defender, but if you don't play that position for a while, it's not something he'd be expecting to do.
Look, what are you thinking?
Good start, isn't it?
Fabian Delph all the way through. Tries to shoot from distance. West Ham intercept.
It's the West Ham way, mate. You know, it's the cup. We've got to have a dramatic comeback. Wouldn't be interesting otherwise.
Those rose tinted glasses have come off straight, definitely. But
no, the thing is, it's not. I'm not even. They're 1-0 up, but you know, it's not like out of sight. And it's if it's like, do you remember the back end of last season at the start of the post-lockdown games, Project Restart? We played Wolves and then Tottenham, and we just got outplayed and outfought, and everyone was down and dejected. At the moment, we're actually in this game. We're playing quite well.
No, we are.
It's very much two teams that have come, but it's two teams that have turned up to win. And some days in cup games, you get one team that wants to try and hold in and stay in the game, and one team goes out to win it. You know, and both teams have turned up today to win it.
We had that moment a minute ago with Yarmolenko in the box, didn't we? And he miscontrolled it.
Yeah, he's awful touch.
And, you know,
it was
little things like that that don't help.
But like, who said it? Steve said it when he was saying about Deck made a mistake. He said there's goals in both teams and it's end to end. There is. You know, I would be extremely shocked if this finished at 1-0. I mean, you know, I predicted we'd win 3-2.
Made a mistake though.
Snoddy with a big long ball, quite
Everton
throw in. What are you on, Matt?
I've just seen that long ball from Snoddy, so I'm about 5-6 seconds behind you.
And look, what about you, mate?
17:44.
Well, you've caught up a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but we managed to find that EFL stream now.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethan, it's on the Carabao. It's being streamed officially by Carabao, but you've got to pay to watch it. It's a tenner.
Listen, last couple of minutes, West Ham have held on to the ball, to be honest. So they're playing the ball through the back line there. Declan Rice is on the ball, feeds out to Anderson on the wing. You can see Anderson, Lanzini, Yarmolenko all running all over the shop. No one's really kind of sticking to their main position. So they've got a lot of flexibility in what they're actually doing. West Ham playing the ball about now, and good bit of play. Everton intercept it, but this is where West Ham need to really stay on top of them. Richarlison is through, literally one-on-one with Balbuena, cuts inside to his left foot. Great save by Randolph. Really,
this is the point I was making about the game. You know, the thing I was surprised about was not the team, but it's the fact that, diving the wrong way, got a big hand on it, Randolph.
Really, yeah, he was diving the wrong way. There's a lot of work to do, but Richarlison's that sort of awkward player, like clever, and he shot with his left foot, the outside of his left foot. You didn't think he would do that. You think he was going
unexpected, which is why Randolph had set himself up for the right-footed shot into the far post, hadn't he?
Yeah, and then he shot with his left foot instead. So it's an Everton corner.
But yeah, this is a bit I'm surprised about. I said, you know, the reason that we've been playing well is we've been playing that three at the back. So you've got the three defenders and the two guys sitting in front, whereas this game, we don't have the three guys sitting at the back. You know, you've got the two centre-backs, and then you've got two home midfielders in front of them that love to drift and run about. The difference with Souček and Rice is that they will sit in front of the back four.
Yeah. Ethan's asking the question, why is Noble playing? Can you explain why? I think the reason why Noble's playing is because we don't see potentially a future with Wilshere at West Ham anymore. I think there's probably a strong possibility he'll be off the books reasonably soon. I don't think it's a bad decision. People may disagree with me on it, to be honest, but I think we're going to need a fit Noble in the squad for the coming season. And he's just obviously back from an injury. So I think this is a game that he's going to play. So unless you're looking at trying to start Souček or Rice in the middle of the park, which I didn't expect today, then I think the only other real option would have been Noble. And
Well, yeah, we both spoke about it on the preview last night, and we both said,
Oh, Richarlison feeds the ball through the middle. Looks like James Rodriguez. Oh, what a ball it was for Richarlison, and it's trickled through 2-0 Everton. Oh, no, it's offside. Offside. But listen, wait till you see this ball that's just absolutely destroyed the West Ham defence. I mean,
lucky boy.
Richarlison is literally a ball hair offsides.
That's extremely lucky, West Ham. I mean, is he off? He is off. You can see it. And it's a good decision. He is like half a body offside. But the reverse pass from James was just genius. And that guy is only going to get better. That's the thing is, right? A lot of people turn around and said when he left Real Madrid, because he is like, I think we said that he's a luxury player.
Yeah.
And at Real Madrid, you're not a luxury player, are you? At Real Madrid, you are a team of Galacticos. And he won't let do the stuff he does. But put him somewhere like Everton, who will let him be the luxury player, you give him the time and space to do something like that, he's going to tear this league apart.
Oh, it's found Haller on the edge of the 18-yard box. Oh, the Everton player intercepts and it goes out. Is it given a corner? Corner for West Ham.
Oh, yeah,
Haller
good tracking back from Richarlison there, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ben Johnson was just on the edge of the 18-yard box, but Richarlison's nipped in and kicked the ball out for a West Ham corner. Snoddy's heading over to the corner flag. Come on, West Ham.
Everton are just starting to crank it up a bit again.
They are, but then every time they crank it up, we then get a bit of possession. The problem was that they scored that goal on the counter, really, wasn't it? It's a good ball from Snoddy. Cleared by Everton defender. Good header, one back for, I don't know who it was there, but Everton have kicked it out again for a West Ham corner. Good bit of pressure by West Ham in the last couple of minutes. Anderson goes with a short corner, finds Noble, the edge, looks back to Anderson. Oh, he's dispossessed. He's got a hold of the ball again, and what have they done? Offside. Yeah, that corner led to an offside. Rubbish.
Was that the first pass back to Anderson was offside?
From Noble, I think, yeah.
Oh, that's just so poor. And like you said, we had a little bit of pressure and then it's just... I don't think Anderson expected it back straight away. He's played it into Noble and then Noble hasn't... Between they haven't looked. He hasn't got back on side first. It's poor. But it's a lively game between two Premier League teams that want to win this competition,
Yep. Everton feeding the ball out to the right back, but West Ham, Declan Rice clears up. Come on, Creswell. Oh my God, what's he done? Totally terrible ball back to Randolph, who's cleared it. Wait till you see that. He just literally shoots at Randolph. Anderson.
What was fair play, Randolph.
Mark Noble.
Nice cushioned pass back to Randolph there from Creswell.
Love your sarcasm.
He absolutely rifled it at him, didn't he?
West Ham giving the ball away. Giving the ball away. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, well done. Who was that? Balbuena. But again, Fabian Delph now coming through on the attack. The difference really here between West Ham and Everton is their speed in attack.
Yeah, but the things we don't look comfortable. Like I said, that.
But we've had possession, mate. Here we go again. Anderson, is it Anderson? I don't know who that is. Creswell. Anderson feeds the ball back to Snoddy. Looks out to Creswell on the far left-hand side. It's a great ball. Oh, Haller. Ball goes well past Haller. He's went in for a diving kick or something.
Where is Arthur tonight? I don't think... Is he even in the squad?
No, he's not.
He's not, because at the moment he's earned his place in the first team.
Yeah. Noble feeds the ball back to Snoddy. Again, out to Creswell. West Ham on the attack again. We just need to get into that final third. Anderson's trying to take on the two players from Everton. Cuts back, cuts inside. He's got round the player. bullied the player off the ball. Very good from Anderson. That's what we like to see. Creswell finds, don't know who that, Lanzini plays in. Oh, who's that? Yarmolenko. Oh, he cuts back. No one's there. Oh, it's a great play. Come on, Ben Johnson. The edge of the 18-yard box. Out to Snoddy. Pings the ball in. And there's no West Ham player there.
It was a good cutback, but you said there was no one there from Yarmolenko. It's actually really good play, good link up, and then Snoddy's cross was just over and past everyone.
West Ham committing bodies forward again.
Where's Snoddy playing? Snoddy's playing centre mid.
Yeah. He's having an effective game, though.
Well, I think this is going to be, if he is going to still be a squad player for the next, is this the last year of his contract?
Snods.
Yeah. I think you will see him this year. He'll be coming on really at centre mid. I don't think he's going to play wide. But I don't think he's got the pace to do it. He's got the engine. He'll still run up and down. But he's not got the pace. So moving him into a central position with his passing range is a good thing to do.
That's a good ball there from the Everton player. But then...
Gentlemen, I am back. I am back in full effect.
Welcome back, Alf. You well?
Well, it could have been better. But there we go. They're looking pretty good, aren't they? And we're kind of just about hanging in there.
We're doing all right.
Yeah, I think they're playing. They're passing just a little bit crisper, isn't it? They're finding each other a little bit more. They're moving into space a lot more.
I could easily sit here and say we're down 1-0, we're playing awful, but we're not playing awful.
No. But they've had a couple of really good chances as well, haven't they?
It looks like Masuaku is on the bench. People are asking, so let's just quickly double check. Yeah, he is.
Oh, he's on the bench. Oh, there we go. I hadn't actually seen the bench. I've seen the first team. I know that Ashby was named on the bench, but I don't know who the options are.
Anderson's just literally taking the player out again, which is good to see. Yarmolenko wide on the right-hand side, does a couple of step overs. What a nice ball in! Oh, Lanzini. Oh, so close. It's literally a whisper away. What a ball from Yarmolenko.
Oh, come on, just keep that going. Keep that up, lads.
If only that had been Anderson. If only that had been Haller instead, who's like a foot taller than Lanzini.
Oh.
So close.
Yeah, so my prediction then, a 2-2 or...
Anyone else's League Cup streaming app not working? Luke, I'm watching it off the actual website on my PlayStation.
Alf, what are you on?
What time are you on?
Oh, sorry. 28:30.
Right, cool. So I'm about 5 or 6 seconds away from you. Toby Sampson, positive signs. I think there is, mate. We're not getting overrun or anything, but I mean, the final third is the quality of players that they've got between Richarlison and Rodriguez, who is again skipping around our players. Feeds it out to the right hand side, really inside the box. Clears out. Wait. I don't know if that was Richarlison or it was Rodriguez. He's just running.
Covered. Well covered.
An absolute circle around us.
He is. He literally dispossessed. He gets out of his West Ham player. There's 5 West Ham players that cannot get a hold of him.
Well, I'm not being funny, but you don't play for Real Madrid and Bayern Munich for nothing.
No. I was just about to say. I know it's early to say, but that's probably the signing of the season.
Could be.
Right, Rodriguez. It's just
he will be, especially for the 20 million they pay for him. It's absolute steal.
I know, it's ridiculous.
West Ham goal kick. People are saying we are a shambles. We're not a shambles tonight. I'm sorry, we're really not.
That bit of play you could maybe. I know what they're saying. We should have done better, but look, the guy is absolute world class, and you showed it in that little.
We're playing okay. It's just they're playing better, but we're not. I wouldn't say we're a shambles.
Where's King Stell tonight?
Oh, there he is. Ancelotti's just showing off his skills.
So, I mean, Everton are you can see that some of their players are literally just kicking the ball left, right and centre, and it's coming straight back to West Ham, who are on the attack with Anderson, who goes out wide. Oh, he could have the opportunity to go wide left. He's done it. He's found Creswell. Put under pressure. Good touch by Snoddy. Oh, he's lost the ball. Dispossessed again by Everton. Calvert-Lewin out wide but it goes out for a West Ham throw-in.
It was a poor touch from Snoddy. He tried to recover it, but...
You notice the way Everton are playing. They're playing this sort of quick one-touch football, sweet,
I don't know if you've noticed.
Passes, just keep the ball moving. The
same way like we played...
Sorry, Yarmolenko on the edge of the 18-yard box. Cuts inside to his right foot.
Go on.
Comes
son.
back, feeds it, but was dispossessed again by the Everton player. Good tackle by Ben Johnson, and it's an Everton throw-in deep within their half.
Good. Yeah, he's growing every game, isn't he, Jonathan?
Yeah.
He's really growing every game.
I was going to say, I don't know if you remember the last game against Hull, and especially against Charlton as well. We were playing that formation with very, very high fullbacks.
Sorry, good play. Oh, sorry.
But
lovely.
which is fine against League One teams. But Everton play with a front three, and if you're playing with fullbacks high, they're leaving up the pitch. So if you're saying about these long diagonal balls, they're playing them because they know the fullbacks aren't there.
Yeah. Sure. But what I'm saying is they're making quick decisions. They're not hesitating on the passes.
No.
They're just like that one. Just there.
Inside, shoots from distance, over the bar.
Quick head up, quick pass the ball. Quick head up, pass the ball. Oof. You see, and that went straight in for a goal scoring opportunity. So they were just about 30 yards from their own.
Couple of passes they were in.
Yeah, a couple of passes they were straight at the pitch.
That's exactly what you said there, Alf. James Rodriguez looked up, seen the pass.
It's that James Rodriguez, mate. He is.
Yeah, it's just
he is actually in that. He is in that bracket of actually world class.
Yeah.
World class gets thrown around a lot these days with players that aren't world class. They're just top class. But he is actually world class.
Top class. Yeah.
He is world class, and he's just showing it there again. He said they paid a lot of money for him as well, Real Madrid, when they bought him. They don't pay that. Real Madrid very, very rarely buy crap players.
And how much did Everton pay for him? 40 million, was it?
It was a lot of money, especially that was back in 2014, wasn't it?
No. Everton, how much did they pay for him?
Everton paid about 22 million.
No, really? Is that all?
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of money.
Crikey, he must be on about
because they've got
or something.
They've got like a really big. They've got about 35 players in their first team.
Go on, Anderson through in the left-hand wing. Wow. Tries to cut inside onto his right foot. He's got three players around him. Feeds it back to Creswell. Takes a touch. Nice cross in. Oh, the defender gets in front of Haller.
Nice cross. Yeah.
Ben Johnson on the wing against Richarlison. Keeps a hold of the ball. Turns him. Well played. Richarlison's tracking back quite well.
He does. He is very good going both ways.
Hard-working player.
Yeah, he is.
You certainly get the impression that Ancelotti's got them well drilled as well now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's got them, working as a unit, working. They've got rid of some of their players from last season. They brought these three that they was it 2 or 3 players they bought? 3 players, isn't it? They brought
They brought the 3 midfielders in, didn't they?
Yeah. And look, they pretty much changed the way they completely play here.
I tell you what, right? Everton's weakness in this game tonight is their defence.
Look at this. Look at this. They're just passing the ball, quick movement.
They have got
Johnson, close them down. Come on.
They have got a weakness in their defence. If you compare the difference in quality up top to the back, there's a lot of hit and hope from the back.
Sure,
and that's something that Ancelotti won't like because he's got so many clever footballers.
Yeah.
He's going to be looking for those. I think the Everton fans said last night that they're in the market for a centre half, aren't they?
Yeah.
They've got a good player on the bench in Mina. I think he's a quality player. When he's fit.
Is he Colombian, is he?
Yeah, he's Colombian.
He's that one. But I think he said he's been injured, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was in the World Cup. He had
against England, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he had a good game against in the World Cup. But where did he go to Real Madrid or somewhere like that?
Barcelona. Oh, it's a good pass there from Everton. Calvert-Lewin feeds back to Sigurdsson. And well done by Yarmolenko. Good tracking back by Yarma.
What a ball, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Again from James.
Yeah.
And he's literally just... at the moment, he's got the game on strings.
Yeah.
He's running all over the shop.
Is Antonio on the bench? I think
if we can just hold out to half time, keep it at 1-0, I think we can do well. Regroup.
No, Antonio's not on the bench.
And then see how we go. Maybe make a substitution.
Oh, come on, Sigurdsson.
Because they are starting to carve us up quite easily now. So we need to kind of
go on, Anderson. Go on, son. Go on, son. Go on again. Oh. He nearly dispossessed James, but he couldn't get to the ball first.
Oh, unlucky.
Whew, that was that was good recovery speed from Allen. I didn't think for a hold midfielder he'd be that quick.
Go on, Ben. Oh, he's got lucky there. Ben Johnson.
We
Feeds
seem
it
to
up
have
Lenko on the right-hand
lost
side.
our shape a little bit here, haven't we? Okay, we're on the attack now, but we seem to have lost our overall shape.
West Ham players been fouled, but the referee said play on. Good cross from Crazy. Oh, defender clears it out. He might call that back to the card.
It's an open game, isn't it? It's good to
yeah,
it's entertaining stuff, isn't it? I mean, it's not a dull game by any stretch.
Oh, terrible.
You see, you're a bit ahead of me here, Ant, so you're saying terrible, and I was just about to say what a great pass.
Oh, that was awful.
That's a foul.
That is a foul.
He's given play on. He's played advantage, but it's
oh, come on.
Surely they've just shown the replay. Surely that should have been a yellow.
Yeah, you got to go back and have him for that.
He trod on his back of his ankle late, and it's petty. He's not got anything for it.
Deckers out wide to Johnson, back to Deckers again. Haller's had a quite quiet game, but so far
the service hasn't been up there to him.
No. West Ham are trying different routes to get the ball to him, but hopefully he can grow into the game a bit. Anderson, he's through. Go on, Anderson on the edge of the 18-yard box. Shoots with his left. Oh, Pickford. Is it out for a corner or throw in? I think it's a corner. Well played by Anderson, though.
Yeah.
He seems to be running at players again.
Yeah, he seems to have a bit between his teeth, really, doesn't he? As soon as he gets the ball, he looks committed that he wants to do something with it.
It's a West Ham corner.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is he still down? Because obviously I'm seeing a couple seconds behind you. He
is.
Did anyone see what actually happened to him? Did he sort of catch his foot under himself as he went for the tackle there?
I think he caught his foot under himself, but it looks like he's going to be okay. He's up now. He's limping. Lanzini with the corner.
Why is he on corners?
He better beat the first man. He better beat the first man.
I can never. From what I remember at London Stadium, his corners aren't amazing.
He's beat the first man, but no one's there. Literally, not a single player made an attack. That was actually
poor. That's poor. Come on, attack the ball for Christ's sake.
I mean, if I was about to moan it, but actually that was like right on the back stick for someone to attack.
Yeah.
But it looked like everyone went near post, so it's a bit weird.
I think the Everton lads.
Why is Anderson missing? We're missing Anderson's running. I'd love to see Anderson in place of Antonio in place of Anderson. Yeah, I know what you mean about Antonio running down that wing, but I think at the moment he is Moyes' first choice striker, and we only got 2 strikers.
Let's have a look at some of the comments.
He wouldn't risk him tonight.
The Everton player's down injured.
If he gets injured at the moment, all we've got is Antonio. The Everton player's down again, the one that got himself injured.
Yeah, and let's have a look at some of the comments. Scott Randall's service has been horrid. I'd rather Masuaku in than Anderson.
Again,
I don't think Anderson's had an awful game.
Been horrid. I'd rather Masuaku in than Anderson. At the moment, Masuaku somehow magically has played himself, and I say magically because no one expected it, but rightly so. He's played himself into first team position, and this isn't the first team. Yeah. This is the players supposed to be playing their way into the first team, and Masuaku's done that and taken his chance.
Everton are making a sub. It looks like it's is it Coleman, the player that West Ham are linked to? Stuart Pearce is talking to. Stuart Pearce is talking to David White.
It looks like they're making a sub Everton, so he's actually killed. Is it Kenny, Jonjo Kenny or something?
Matt, can you hear me?
Looks like he's out and Seamus Coleman's coming in.
I don't think he can either.
Seamus Coleman's on the touchline, so he's coming on. So the right back's coming off.
I had the same problem with Matt the other day. Actually, can you hear us, Matt?
I can hear you. Can you not hear me? Yeah.
Can you hear me, Matt?
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
We're talking to you.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I can't hear. Well, I can hear you now, but I can't hear Anne. Wait a minute.
Can you hear me, Matt?
I can hear you now. I could hear Alf. I couldn't hear Anne.
Honestly, mate, I was talking, saying stuff, and you were literally repeating everything I was saying.
Oh, I couldn't hear you, mate. I've just clicked on your picture, and it said fix. He said I can't hear them. He's fixed the audio.
So, Matt, we'll just call you Echo from now on. Oh, Echo. Okay, so have we started to restart yet? No. Well, what's he done? Yeah, he's literally just caught his
studs.
Yeah, it's.
I don't think it does. I don't think that's a break though. Or it's going to be.
That's ligaments. That's ligaments, isn't it?
I don't think it's. Well, he's walked off, mate. He's limped off.
Yeah, but so it's not broken, but the ligaments the swelling will take a little while to come out, won't it?
It just could be a twisted ankle.
I don't know. The way his ankle was like that, wasn't it?
No, he's hobbling down the steps. I mean, who knows? Best of luck to him. Right, okay.
That. Pickford. Yeah, so we never got into any comments there.
Yeah. Pickford about to take his goal kick. How many minutes added time we looking, lads? About
you get a couple, minutes? I reckon. Yeah. Probably about 3 minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes.
I still think Pickford looks a bit vulnerable at the back there. You know, he hasn't really got a great form against us, has he? And he always seems to drop a clanger. Yeah, and their defence, as you said before, that they are a bit sus there. So if we can press them a little bit more, stop them playing, because they are spreading the ball around a bit too easily.
Well, they're pressing us really well, aren't they?
Yeah.
He's got them playing high intensity, Ancelotti.
That's it. Come on. Lanzini's control there just let him down.
And he gave a kick. Was he just almost kicked Calvert-Lewin in the nuts?
Is that Delph right at the back?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
He's got such a work rate, doesn't he?
Well, you don't play. I suppose, like I said with Hammers, you don't play for Man City for nothing. Don't forget, Guardiola liked playing him as a left back, didn't he, Delph? Because of his work rate.
Yeah.
He's an absolute beast in the middle of that park. He's literally everywhere. Just watch him. He's gone forward again. West Ham on the attack. Yarmolenko, Snoddy out wide to Ben Johnson. Good pass. Go on, he's making the run through the wing. Oh, it's too late.
Oh, nice.
For a big cross. And the Everton player gets rid of it.
Let's just make it to half time. So if we can get a goal literally just before half time, that will really upset Everton, I think. Because I think they can feel themselves, in relative charge of this game. I think if we can just get this goal back, then that will really stir them up a little bit. It's going to be tight, lads. This is going to be tight. I don't think this is going to be a walkover for any team. Really.
No.
Anderson lost the ball there, but to be fair to him, tracked back and won it back.
Yeah, look, the lads. I mean, they're putting in a shift tonight as well. I mean, the ones that I would class as the lazier players, and I use that kind of liberally, of course. They're putting in a shift. They're putting in a shift. They're doing all right.
Anderson on the wing.
Oh.
He's attacking. He cuts outside to Creswell. Back to Mark Noble. Wide to Snoddy in the centre of the park. Feeds it back to Noble, who's out wide to Creswell. Sets himself up for a cross. Oh, the Everton player deflects it and it goes out. Is that? Oh, it was a West Ham player. It was Lanzini.
Oh. God.
Alf, I've gained your... Oh!
Oh, yeah. You can't help it, though, can you? You're just like, oh, yeah.
Oh,
so close, isn't it? Okay.
It was a good attempt from Lanzini, but he's not one known for his aerial prowess, so,
2 minutes injury time. 2 minutes injury time.
Where was that screaming come from? Did anybody hear screaming?
I did hear that screaming, but it wasn't my house. I'm
wasn't
hoping
my house. Matt.
I've got some very loud next door neighbours, so it probably could easily be them. Well, he's tipping it down, so why would they be outside in the rain?
You haven't kidnapped people, have you, Matt? They tried to get out. Help! We're doing a watch along, and all we can hear in the background is help! No, just ignore them. It's all right. Sorry, the neighbours.
Just ignore them. It's all right. Saying neighbours.
Right.
People are commenting saying, someone said there, Johnson's looking a bit suspect, but I think he's actually been all right.
I think he's been all right.
Yeah, he's all right.
I mean, you have to look all right at the moment because he's the only right back we got.
I think that last attack is just one of those things. I think if he crossed the ball a little bit earlier, like a forward diagonal ball, I think maybe that's, he's probably not looking up just that little bit quick enough. I think that's the only way we're going to break them down, really, is just to just up it a little bit, up the pace a little bit, up the delivery a little bit quicker.
He's just so good, James. That little turn, he just on the spot and he's run away from him.
To be fair to you, though, Matt, like Everton have been a bit quiet in the last 5-10 minutes.
Oh, they have, but as soon as he gets on the ball, they start ticking.
There we go. Look.
Like now.
Yeah, look, they are.
Oh, it goes wide though. Goes over.
Crikey.
He's really clever passing the ball between his own feet. Like it's like left, right, left, right. Is he?
Oh, stop smiling, James. You can't be having fun out there. Oh.
He's probably happy to be playing football again because
Yeah.
He wasn't really getting. The thing is, though, you look at performances like this, and you wonder why he wasn't playing for Real Madrid.
Yeah. Well, he's almost got as many Instagram followers as me, so he's got a little to learn. He's still got a way to go.
Half time.
It is half time. Well, what do we think of that then? No, it wasn't a total disaster, was it? I mean, but they are definitely on top. They are definitely on top of us.
We're getting little spells, but we haven't had that final ball. That's
I think if we carry this on, I think if we carry this on, it's going to be a scrappy draw, scrappy win. I don't think we've got it within us really to take charge tonight.
I'm going to go and get some images. Can I let you two talk for 5-10 minutes?
Yeah. So what about subs then, Matt? I mean, we've got to talk about that really. In the room.
A couple of people keep saying we've been overrunning the midfield.
We kind of have, though, haven't we? I mean, they are dominating there.
You do have Souček on the bench.
Yeah, because I was thinking the same thing. Well, or what I was also thinking, instead of Rice in the back, bring on Ogbonna
move Rice forward
and move Rice forward. Yeah, that's the only thing I was thinking, and maybe take off. Well, Lanzini hasn't really.
He hasn't, but then if you take Lanzini off, who are you moving forward? Would you move Snoddy forward?
Snodgrass. Yeah. No, Snodgrass out to the right, and then Yarmolenko up there.
Yarmolenko in the number 10.
And that's what I'm thinking. But the thing is, the only to make sure that we keep it solid in midfield, he's basically going to have to sacrifice one of the forward players really to either drop them in or just bolster from the back. And so one is going to have to go. That makes us more defensive, less attacking. Yeah, it might stop Everton playing, but doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to get any goals. Doesn't mean that Haller's going to get this service that he needs or the other player to play off against. Luke, what do you think of that first half? No, Luke's not with us.
Comfort food out. For a second half. Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think of the first half? All right.
Maybe more in the second half. The first half.
Yeah.
We've had ourselves. This is games where we really take the into our half the team. Really. We just.
Sorry, Luke, you're breaking up. I can't hear you.
No, I can't. I was about to say, I don't know about you, but I couldn't hear a word.
Yeah, I can't. That was Norman Collier of old, actually. That was, really, really pretty poor. Sorry, Luke. You've got a bad connection there. Look, just going to go through some of the comments here. Take Snodgrass off from Robert here. Hold on, let me just show that. Sorry. Take Snodgrass off for Souček. Yeah, look, I can't say that Snodgrass has had a stellar first half, but I wouldn't say he's the ready for sacrifice right now. Okay, Steve Reed. Frederick seems to be getting better each game. Have I missed something there?
Yeah, I missed something. Frederick's ain't playing.
Yeah, that's.
He's not playing for a month, is he?
Yeah, he's. Maybe that's what he means. Maybe he's saying, well, because he's not playing, he's getting better. I don't know. Here we go. West Ham half. Dalek Crocodile should have kept Lucas Perez.
You know what? Of all the players that summer we sold, he was one that we might as well have kept. Because
his goal to match ratio or minute to ratio.
His goals to minutes was really good.
Yeah, it was actually good, wasn't it? But he never really featured, did he? Walter. Here we go. I think the goal was offside.
I'm pretty sure.
The second one, which was actually disallowed for being offside, was definitely. The first one, I'm not so sure about that one. Toby, here we go. Well, we know why Luke's stream ain't working. He shot through the internet. Oh dear. Okay, Steve Reed. Okay, so Neil was slagging him off. Right. Okay, I understand. That's the Fredericks remark he was talking about. We might need Noble if it goes to penalties here from Robert. Look, I've got a feeling that this is going to go to the wire. It's going to be tight. I think we're in need of a substitution. If it was me, I would like to make it half time, but I wouldn't. If he can keep it 1-0 to about 50, 60 minutes, I think that's what he's going to do. And then I think he needs to bring Rice out of the back into midfield. Get Ogbonna in there, and I'm out of all those players, those forward players, I would actually take off Lanzini. Anderson, I think, reasonable go. What do you think, Matt, of Anderson's performance?
I think Anderson's doing all right. I think he's played well in the two previous rounds. Everyone's gone past the League One team.
Yeah.
But he's now coming up against Premier League players, and he is sort of finding his feet again.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I did see a lot
of
comments.
Though, isn't he?
Yeah, I did see comments during the game that he loses the ball. Well, he does.
Yeah.
But he's trying to do things that will, if they work, if they come off, he's beyond the defender running in, at the back three, ready to put the cross in.
Sure.
If it doesn't work, he loses the ball. But at least you are seeing him putting the effort to try and win the ball back.
Yeah.
The back end of last season, the reason he dropped out of the team eventually for 4 hours was that he would lose the ball trying to do something, and his head would drop, and he'd go,
Yeah.
And they'd be gone.
Yeah.
So, but he is trying. You said there was that play near the end of the half when he took on the 2 players, got in, and he's running the players. He's taking on players. He's sort of finding his feet again.
Sure. Comment in the comment coming through here. I just want to quickly put this up. Is VAR in the Carabao Cup? No.
It will be in the FA Cup because it was the FA Cup last season,
but not in the Carabao. And they were only selected games last season. Was that right, or was that season? But no,
Premier League teams.
That's right. Not all teams, isn't it? Well, Walter's saying the officials are not up to much. I'm not so sure about that. I can't see that.
I think they've reffed it quite well, to be honest. I mean, apart from that, I thought maybe the fullback should have got a yellow card for that tackle on Yarmolenko.
Yes, exactly right.
But apart from that,
I question a couple of near handball decisions, but that's about it, really. Here we are. Richard, how are you?
All right, lads. How you guys doing? I'm all good.
Yeah, thanks. Welcome, Richard from South Africa. What do you think of that first half?
There's nothing really in it, to be honest. I don't think we've played badly.
No.
I just think we're lacking a bit of quality up top. But I mean, I think we've given as good as they've given us. Seb's had a couple of decent chances. Lanzini had a decent chance. So it hasn't been bad. I think we're definitely still in it. Anything can happen second half.
Yeah, I think they just seem to dominate midfield a little bit better than we are. They're finding their passes a little bit better, I think.
As you say that, the stats just come up on the screen. We've had more possession. We've actually just edged the possession stats. They've edged the passing accuracy by 1%, and they've had 84% of their play in the attacking half, and we've had 81%.
Look, there's saying, or from a book, I think it was, is lies, damn, lies, damn lies, and statistics, or whatever this is. You can't believe the stats. You can't believe the stats. Just believe us.
I was about to say, but the problem is we've only had 2 shots, 1 on target, They've had 7 shots to a target.
Absolutely.
So they're creating more chances, but in terms of actual play,
yeah,
like we said, it's very 50-50. It's a very open game.
Sure.
We're just not that final ball's letting us down. If you watch you go back to that first half, how many crosses did we put in that no one got in the end of?
We're having a lot of joy down the left-hand side.
Yes.
I think if Chris can just keep whipping in crosses, one of them's bound to end up on the end of Haller's head.
Maybe
he's getting into good positions.
Tips.
Yeah, I mean, Anderson's doing all right as well, isn't he? I mean, Anderson, I think, is doing all right. He's looking quite industrious, I think. But, Rich, let me ask you about Rice in the back. Do you think he should stay in the back for the second half, or do you think he should come out into midfield?
I think he should stay at the back. I just think Balbuena's struggling a bit, especially on one-on-ones. When Calvert-Lewin gets Balbuena one-on-one, there's only one winner. So I think Rice is good to have there just for a bit of stability.
Yeah, okay.
Of course, I'd love to have him in midfield, but I just think he's going to need to pull Balbuena along second half and just make sure he's in shape. But Nobes has done all right, to be honest. You know, he hasn't been bad.
No, I don't. Yeah, I agree. I don't think any of our players have had a really bad performance. Actually, I think they've all played reasonably well. I'm not so sure about keeping Rice in there. I think if we're chasing the game now, I'd rather have Ogbonna back in there, and then I'd have Rice come out. But this lends to what myself and Matt were talking about. Who we're going to sacrifice up front to enable Rice to come out and put Ogbonna back in there. I mean, out of the front four, let's say, we've got Anderson, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, and obviously Haller. Who do you think is ripe for substitution? Who do you think has had the worst game? It's marginal here. I know it's marginal.
It's difficult to say because when Yarmolenko's got the ball in the right areas, he's looked like he's potentially quite dangerous. He's put in a really good ball for Lanzini that he almost got on the end of. Yeah. Anderson's he's been okay. He's had his moments. Lanzini's had his moments. We're just not quite there, but we're not playing badly. Yeah. But at the same time, I'd love to see someone like Bowen come off the bench and just inject some pace and some quality in the final third. That'd be good for us to see.
We've got a couple of comments here, just sort of scooting through them. Basically saying that Souček, bring on Souček. Would you bring Souček on for Noble or for Snodgrass? I think Snodgrass has had a quiet game, hasn't it? I think he's made a couple of.
I'd still bring him on for Noble. I'd do it for Noble.
Yeah. I mean, that would be my choice as well. But I mean, I'm just trying to
think about the aerial threat he gives us as well. He's brilliant in the air. So
exactly.
And we said all these crosses coming in. If you've got Souček coming in who makes them late runs, he'll probably get the end of one of them.
100%.
I think we just need to up the pace a little bit, up our delivery a little bit. Make the decisions to cross the ball or pass the ball a little bit quicker, just a fraction quicker. And I think we'll put Everton under a bit more pressure. Actually, I think, as Anton said in the first half, I think they are vulnerable at the back. Well, vulnerable, with a small V.
Where their weaker point is,
Yes, and I still think Pickford is ripe for a clanger. So, if we get a few shots on target, who knows? And as I say, this could go to the wire. I mean, we're looking at extra. No, sorry, is it extra time and then penalties?
No, there's no extra time. Straight to penalties. If it finishes on with draws,
Well, there you go. I mean, this could be anybody's game. Anybody's game, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What about the rest of the bench then, Rich? Any sort of surprises and any surprise omissions for you?
I think a game like this would have been great to have someone like Antonio to bring off the bench because he's that battering ram up front, and I think he'd give Keane the worst day ever.
Yeah.
He'd really rattle him. Haller's done pretty well though. I think he's held up the ball really well. We just need to keep banging in some crosses for him.
Yeah.
I think our bench, there's enough on that bench for us to improve second half and maybe score 1 or 2 goals. I look at the likes of Bowen, Masuaku. For me, those two are 2 key men that have to be coming on for me in the second half, especially if we're chasing the game.
So do you think Masuaku should come on in place of Krez or Antonio? Anderson.
I think Anderson.
Really?
I think give him till about 65, 70, but you got to be playing Masuaku as a winger. Keep Krez at left back and let Masuaku overlap and just and get him behind. So yeah,
Sure.
I think it would have to be a more attacking change.
Yeah. Robert here. I'm just going to go through some of the comments here as well. Robert is saying Anderson needs to come off from the attacking players. Okay. Ross saying Noble bicycle kick second half. That'd probably be it, wouldn't it? Probably score
He'd retire after that, wouldn't he?
Do you remember that? Remember that goal he scored? Was it 2-3 seasons ago? I can't remember. Who was it? It was against Leicester. That volley.
That volley.
Oh, it was just out of nowhere. It was just like we're watching it. Go, what a goal! Brilliant goal. There we go.
It was an absolute banger.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah. Look, here we go. Kieran, Ogbonna and Souček on. I would tend to go for that. Dalek, he said, get Bowen on for Anderson. I think they're wrong position there, really. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I'd rather have Masuaku on for Anderson, I've got to say. Zande Silva, Zande Silva isn't on the bench.
Did he play yesterday?
I don't think so.
I didn't catch the lineup.
I don't think he did, but I
don't think he did. So it's interesting that he's not on the bench because we technically don't have a striker on the bench.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're still showing the stats on there. The teams haven't come out for the second half yet. Massive.
What have you guys made of? Sorry. What have you guys made of Ben Johnson tonight? I think he's struggled a bit.
I think. Look, I don't think he's made massive errors. I wouldn't say there's anything. I suppose it just hasn't been glorious like in the last couple of games. But I think he's done all right. I think I just picked up on a couple of times when he did get the ball going forward that his delivery was a little bit hesitant. I thought, he could have just got in there a little bit, but he's put a few tackles in. I think his positional play has just been a little bit. He's lost his post a couple of times. I noted. I think he also didn't close down on a few occasions, and that's kind of enabling. This is not just Johnson, but a lot of our players maybe are not closing down enough or quick enough, and that's enabling them to play quite quickly. But I've got to say, to their credit, Everton, they are not messing around. They are not hanging about with their passes. They're just receiving the ball, quick look up, and a quick, and away they go. So, what do you think we need to do in the second half then, Rich and Matt, to pull this around?
I think it's going to come to subs.
Yeah.
And if we actually make early subs for once, that could be the turning point. If we wait till the 89th minute to make a sub 1-0 down, it's going to be too late. But I think, like Rich said, Masuaku could be an interesting one. I'd bring him on for Lanzini and move Anderson inside.
That's a good shout.
Look, haven't we said that so many times? We'd like to see Anderson play inside, But then you sacrifice Lanzini there, wouldn't you, for that?
Yeah, but I think in terms of, obviously they're playing different positions, but in terms of impact, at the moment, on the first 45, Anderson's had more of an impact than Lanzini.
Yeah. No, I agree. So I'd go with that as well, actually. I'd go for Anderson in the middle and then Masuaku on the left. Yeah, why not? I mean, look, but I think you're right. Let's hopefully he'll make some timely substitutions and we'll be able to get on top of it, really.
And we need to test Pickford as well.
Yeah.
Just bang some at him. We haven't had any shots, to be honest, other than Anderson. So just test him. I'd like Snoddy, if he gets a chance from range, just bang one.
Have a pop shot.
Yeah.
I was surprised Lanzini took a corner, which it was actually there's no pace on it, but had a lot of height, so it definitely cleared the first man. But it was. What a goal!
Crossed in.
Who scored?
Back close.
Snodgrass, I've missed it.
Snoddy! Oh, what a goal! Just as we say, the shot, Snoddy.
I'm running to the TV room.
Okay.
Back 22 yards out.
Here we go.
Crossed into Anderson in the box.
Anderson.
He controlled it at the far post, crossed it back to Snoddy. Snoddy with a pop shot, bends it into the far corner.
There we go, talking about Snodgrass having a quieter first half, and that's why we got him on the pitch for that sweet left foot.
Anderson as well.
Brilliant goal from Snoddy.
What a goal.
The technique is, and that's what he brings. That's why I said moving him into the middle later in his career, because he hasn't got the sprint to do the wing anymore, but that sort of technique I mean, in fairness, I don't want to say it, but if Pickford was like a foot taller, he probably saved it.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at the comments. I'm totally laughing at the comments. Scott Randall's been ripping into Anderson the whole game, albeit it was the easiest of assists for him. Okay, an assist for Anderson. I'll give props. Love it. Love it. Good goal by West Ham, though. Listen,
right off the blocks.
Carlton, we're too busy talking. There we go. Yeah. Shame on us, right?
Well, I saw my phone, the Twitter went off, and I didn't quite see what it said, and I was like, all right. And I thought maybe it was notification to say the second half had started.
Well, we've got our own personal notification now from Anton, so he can.
Luke said the snod father.
Right, I'll take I'm on 47:02.
You are 12 seconds in front of me. So let me try and reset it again.
Now, so.
It's mental how I'm that far behind on an official, like the actual stream. I don't understand.
I can't believe I paid for this tonight. I cannot believe I paid for it though.
I've paid 2 weeks running, mate. So.
I've paid for every game so far. It's just ridiculous.
Oh, I didn't pay for the first round. I didn't watch the Charlton game.
Yeah, don't know. It's on. It's been streamed everywhere tonight. This game. Oh, dear. Yeah, somebody asked in the comments earlier on, where's it getting streamed? Everywhere. Your Aunt Vi has probably got a stream of this. But oh no, I had to go and pay for it, didn't I? Because I didn't realise it was being shown on TV.
I'm on 47:37.
To be fair, if you read some of the comments in your messaging, which I know you don't get a chance to read all the time, you would have seen what's in there.
What's that?
The message in the group text.
Okay, is that a personal dig at me?
No, I'm just saying it was in there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, we're not picking up the messages. So usually it's you and Stel just having a little pop at each other. So I just need to, I remove myself from the tension.
I was having a pop at him for his. Oh no! Oh, hit the post. Richarlison hit the post.
Oh,
I'm getting it. It was James with the ball. Turn Noble inside out. What a turn! This is Richarlison.
This is kind of end-to-end stuff.
Near post. Not sure about that, Snoddy. Randolph, that was a bit. Dialect, is it on Sky or BT? No. You got to pay £10 to watch it on the EFL website.
Yeah, it's been.
I think Randolph had it covered. To be fair, you watch the replay. He went near post with Charlton, and Randolph looked like he had it covered. You like to think he had it covered.
I was having a pop at Stel Alf for his clickbait title he put on his Sunday show.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah, the man who's totally against. Oh dear.
Oh, come on, ref. That weren't a 3-on-1. He's always going to lose the ball there, Richarlison. Like, he backed into 3 players.
Yeah, Lanzini did have a little kick at him. Then again, and Nobes. There we go. Throw him to the floor. That was all right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sigurdsson all the way through. Finds out wide right to Everton player. Cuts in. Good tackle by Balbuena. Really, really good interception by Balbuena.
There we go. The general again.
Oh, he got round. Not Snoddy. That was a bit. We got round him too quick there, Snoddy.
Oh, that was.
Oh, good touch there. Oh, come on, West Ham, come on, Snods. Clearing by Ben Johnson. Honestly, what a tackle that was by Balbuena. He's really, like you said, Alf, the general. He's capable of a fucking top-notch tackle every now and then.
Yeah, he does. I mean, every now and again, he just shows that he's in charge.
Good bit of fight there, although Seamus Coleman does skin him.
There you go. Go on.
What about 2 oldest players on the pitch, aren't they? Coleman and Noble.
Oh, Richarlison.
Yeah, Seamus Coleman seems to have been around for years, doesn't he? Yeah.
He's in his 30s.
Cross again by Everton. Clearance by
Dick. Crikey.
Anderson.
He's no
there we go. Another cross. Oh, crikey.
Cut out by Balbuena, the first one. It was, again, well defended. And then was that Declan Rice on the second clearance.
Best in a really bad place. And it's Calvert-Lewin shoots from the distance.
Oh, dear Anderson. Come on. Losing focus.
See, that's sometimes where Anderson lets you down. Dawling on the ball. Well closed down by Rice and Balbuena.
I can't believe you gave the ball away there, mate. Blimey.
That's when you worry about Anderson, because 20 yards out from your own goal, where you're back to goal, is not the place you want to be losing the ball. He had an easy roll back to Creswell to play it down the line, and he's tried to turn him.
Oh well.
Toby, I called him on the clickbait, and he took it on the chin.
Right, so here we go. And Ant, come on, you do the commentary because you're about 2 minutes ahead of us here.
Yeah. Ant's in a different time zone, I think, compared to me.
Yeah, that's right.
Tell you what, I've been saying all game. Fabian Delph's had a phenomenal game for Everton.
Yeah.
Mate, you think it cost 8 million?
They're still
8 million they paid Man City for
really nicely. We're kind of a bit haphazard with our pass and with our play. We're kind of chasing it really a little bit.
Yeah.
They're coming again.
There's a lot of Everton. There's a lot of hit and hope from Everton. Like there's no ifs
a lot of long balls and winning the second ball.
Randolph was very close to handling that outside of his area there.
No, it's the feet, isn't it?
Was
his feet were in the box?
I thought he stepped out quickly.
No, his feet were in the box.
Were they?
I don't know if his hands might have been outside the box, but his feet were inside. Poor touch from Anderson again.
They've
gone up a gear since we scored.
Yeah, they have.
I would say
notable that
they've raised it again.
They had that, and then all of a sudden they've come at us a little bit. So they've definitely taken charge again.
But they do.
I know it's 1-1. I know it's 52 minutes, but I'd be looking for a sub here. I'd be looking to change things up.
I'd get Souček in, to be honest.
Yeah,
that's not West Ham though. West Ham don't do that. West Ham don't make
it. But it should be. You know, are we going to be sitting here at 90 minutes thinking, "Christ, Moyes substitution"? You know?
What did I say after half time? I'd bring on like Masuaku on the wing, but Moyes will probably wait until the 87th minute. You know.
Yeah. Do you think
Sigurdsson, good defensive play by Mark Noble, tries to feed the pass through to Anderson. Does he get to? Oh, the Everton player comes across and defends really well. I was just going to say there that Everton do really lack something in the back line.
Oh, he just underhit that pass, Noble.
That is their weakness.
Which is what Paul, the Everton fan, said yesterday, didn't he? He said that they are looking for a centre back.
Yeah, but then again, they dealt with that well.
Yeah, I mean, but they have got left back playing centre back tonight because you know Mina's not fit yet. He said, and they don't have any other options.
Good play. They go again. Everton on the attack out wide. Seamus Coleman on the edge of the 18-yard box crosses in, but it's cleared by the West Ham defence. Straight out to Fabian Delph. Cuts through the ball to James Rodriguez. Great ball through to Richarlison. Cuts inside to Calvert-Lewin. Sigurdsson in the box. Shoots and Randolph saves. Good save by West Ham. Just get the ball through. Yarmolenko.
Great save by Randolph. He had a great save in the first half as well. So,
he is a solid number 2.
He's done all right. He's done all right.
I'm on the attack here. Sebastian Haller. No one else supporting him. Finds Lanzini. Cuts wide. Good ball to Yarmolenko at the 18-yard box. Cuts inside to his left foot. Nice cross to no one.
Come on. Oh,
you can see that when we go on the counter-attack, we are creating chances.
Declan Rice to Creswell out on the left-hand side. Finds Anderson, who cuts inside to Snoddy. About 30 yards out.
There's not a lot of movement there.
It's very static.
Yeah, it is. There's not a lot of movement there.
Snoddy finds Anderson on the wing. Anderson back into
Haller, where he is now.
Cleared by the Everton defender.
Right now, diagonal button, cross it. That's it. There we go. Oh, just not enough height on it. Not enough height on it. That's the cross that Krez should be doing a lot sooner.
Yeah,
and Haller should be right.
The thing is, right?
For it.
The thing I would say there.
Richarlison shoots. Oh, is it deflected in? 2-1 Everton. Oh. Totally crap. That's just a shit.
That's off Rice, isn't it? He turned his back on it.
I think it's in Balbuena.
I think it's Balbuena. I think.
They're showing Balbuena.
It is off Rice.
It's off Rice. Yeah. He turned his back on the ball and he's put it in the opposite corner.
Yeah.
So unfortunate.
Oh. Right, we go again. Come on.
So what's happened here is Richarlison's received the ball literally, 25 yards out. He shoots from distance. It's hit a deflection. He cuts past Balbuena, shoots from distance. The ball takes quite a wild deflection off of Declan Rice's back.
No, this is
it changed direction, didn't it? It's in the opposite direction.
It was a crap shot. I mean, it wasn't going anywhere.
The cameraman's looking at Randolph. I don't know what he expects Randolph to do.
No, he's
Richarlison has shot for the far post.
Change it up.
Randolph dived for the far post. It deflected straight down the middle. Randolph dived out of the way. I mean, he can't. Once he's mid-flight, he can't change his direction.
It's just a shame. Just an unfortunate goal.
Yeah. But
We'll have a look at our subs. Let's have a look at our subs again. See what we've got kicking about.
Masuaku, Fornals and Bowen, pretty much.
Nice little take on the right hand side there by Johnson. Fumbling his way through. Everton player down. I think just caught in a little collision there with Johnson. I think as he was steaming through.
Oh, he's gone down.
What's he stopped the play for?
I think he's gone down in his ankle though. It does look like his ankle's gone under him.
Yeah, but yeah,
that Richarlison.
Yeah, he's struggling.
That looked like the same as the
the last lad,
the Kenny one.
Yeah, he's in a bit of pain there, the lad.
That looks like ligaments again as well.
See, the thing is, see if they lose those two players tonight, that can be bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kenny is. I think Kenny is the second choice right back, isn't it? I think Coleman's still first choice.
Yeah, but they are struggling for
defenders. Defenders.
And if
Richarlison will be a big one.
If he does come off.
Yeah, he doesn't. Well, I'm a little bit behind you, but he doesn't look happy, does he? From what I've seen him, he's on the floor. And like you said, that when you see that first replay, it was like the same. His ankle went. I don't think he's broken it, but I do think he might have just stretched the ligaments or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is looks a bit worse than that.
I haven't seen the replay you've seen yet. I'm about 12 seconds behind you.
No, his foot has gone down. His foot has got caught in the grass and it's flipped over like that.
See that?
Yeah, that's almost.
Maybe, you know what?
Oh, he's struggling. He is struggling.
That
it could be. Have they put a thing in it? He's getting up. Maybe he's not broken. Maybe it is that muscle damage.
He's putting weight on it.
He's not finishing the game. I'm sorry. There's no way.
No, they're taking him off.
No, he's walking off. He's just that's ligament damage as well.
Yeah.
There's no way that he's finishing the game on that. He can barely walk. I don't know why they're making him walk off, to be honest, because that's not going to help the situation at all, is it?
No.
Where's the old London Stadium golf cart when you need it?
He wants to stay on, mate. He wants to stay on.
The old way of doing it. Just walk it off, lad. You'll be all right. Just walk it off. You'll be fine.
Like
he's running on it now.
If he does, fair play. But there's no way he can walk that off.
Well, he is.
I can see him jogging up the touchline. He wants to come on, but
that's it. He's doing all right.
If he does it, fair play. But that looks horrible.
It did look nasty. I've got to say, the clip that I saw. But there we go. It could be.
Yeah. If he manages it, fair play. But
he's running it off. He's back on.
He is back on. There you go. Oh, then he's just faking it. The faking gif.
Yeah, he just faked the direction his ankle told him.
Oh God! You got sympathy out of me there, Richarlison. Yeah, I was sympathising for you.
You know what? Fair play. If he does run it off, fair play. It's not very European of him, or should I say South American? Normally, they when they go down, it's
yeah.
And to be fair, he didn't even make as much of He can't run that off. Like I said, he came on the pitch for about 5 seconds and went, nope. He's not running that off. I'm sorry, he's not.
We'll just get off the pitch and stop in the game.
Don't matter. They had it on, won't they? Oh, another guy that loves to turn up against West Ham, Alex Iwobi.
Ah, great. Just get him off the pitch. Walk him off. Go on. There we go. God, blimey.
Yeah, that it could be a little. He could have just twisted it, but it didn't look like just a twist.
No.
That could be 4-6 weeks maybe out.
Yeah.
At least. Obviously not too bad because he has managed to hobble off, but.
Well, he could have done that before he scored the goal.
Here comes Iwobi.
So yeah, that'll be. You're probably already looking at about 3 minutes. 3 minutes added on, probably maybe 4 minutes.
Maybe more than that. Yeah. Right. So. What have we got to do then? We need to bring on subs, really, don't we?
Well, they've only got one sub left now.
We need to change this up a little bit,
and we need a couple of subs, but we haven't got. Have we even got anyone warming up? There's one player warming up there. Is that Souček? No, that might be Bowen warming up in the background.
We need something.
One of the first games in a while that we've not had more than 5 or 6 shots already by now, because normally, that so far. Since Project Restart and this season, we've been averaging a good 10, 11, 12 shots in the game.
Yeah.
Whereas we've really had any shots at all, have we? Yeah. Well, we've put a lot of crosses in, haven't we? And the crosses haven't been landing at a player. You know, even the goal we scored, the cross didn't land at a player. Oh, that was a poor touch from who was that, Anderson again.
Well done, Deckers.
But like I said, even the cross we scored from didn't actually land at a player, did it? He overhit it to the back post, and Anderson controlled it and played it off to Snodgrass.
Tonight's problem, you can see now the gaps opening up from the midfield to Haller.
Yeah.
Big gap starting to open up again, and I think you need to change. You definitely need to freshen up to give him service. So if you put a player right up top, because Lanzini's gap between him and Haller is just too big.
You know, that's part of the formation, though. You know, when we play the 3 at back, you've got 2 sets of guys on the wing. So, you know, you were playing with the 2, like the wing backs, and that allowed the 2 attacking wingers to get further forward to, like, Antonio or Haller. But Lanzini's... I mean, I've looked there, last bit of play there, Lanzini was deeper than, like, Snodgrass, trying to find the ball.
I don't know if that's
not what you want.
Is that another Everton player injured? No, is it?
You're a little bit in front of me. Oh, the left back. No, he should be all right. He just cleared the ball, didn't he? He's probably got a bit of a pain one where.
Is that?
Johnson probably just. It's probably one of those impact pain injuries because Johnson probably landed on him when he put the clearance in.
Well, he's going to have to be forced into a long throw here. I think. Who was that? Yarmolenko dropping deep. Johnson. Oh, sorry, my stream is just. What's that? Is that a throw in again?
It's not Noble on the ball. Feeds it back to Declan Rice, who comes forward, driving forward about 30 yards out. Feeds Anderson onto the wing. Plays the ball through to Creswell. Cuts back inside. Feeds it back to Felipe Anderson. Goes through the middle, straight to Mark Noble, takes a touch, feeds the ball all the way through to Ben Johnson on the right-hand side, switches play, big cross in to Felipe Anderson, takes a touch, feeds out to Creswell on the left-hand side, Snoddy in the centre of a park, crosses in, and swinger to Yarmolenko. Oh my God, shit! Oh my God! Lanzini again.
So far behind you here. So far behind. Oh, no.
Oh, Lanzini. Again, he's like too short. If only he was like one of the taller players. Just couldn't stretch enough to get his boot on it, could he? Intelligent from Yarmolenko back across the goal.
Yeah, definitely.
But he's struggling there to reach it, Lanzini.
Come on, West Ham, put the
pressure. Just isn't really getting into the game at all, is it? It's just nothing is getting to him. It's not going at all.
Everton have got the players to play the ball. You know, as soon as they get it to the defenders, as long as they get that ball very quickly to the midfield, it doesn't matter. Under pressure, James Rodriguez can just do what he wants in that area.
What, kick the ball out of touch, you mean?
Well,
he can turn on that occasion, but
no, absolutely.
He does turn defence into attack very quickly.
Very quickly. Declan Rice with a big ping ball. Out for a throw-in. Sorry. Don't know what that noise was.
There you go. So that's our next match of the day commentator there from Anton. Dinosaurs. The dinosaurs are in town.
Zombie apocalypse.
No, zombies are like this. And then jangle. You've got to watch more Walking Dead, mate. I tell you.
Oh, I've done it all. I've got one season actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Okay. So, they just kicked the ball out of play there, Everton. That was nice.
Yeah, I think that was Michael Keane. It was I miss it pass, wasn't it?
Anderson.
Right. Let's throw into West Ham.
I mean, my prediction's still on. I said 3-2. So you know.
We could bring this back. I think we're desperate in need of a sub.
We need to make some subs.
We do. Come on.
You know, old.
Do you think he's the puppet master? He's pulling the strings from afar, or do you think he's letting Stuart Pearce?
No, he's pulling the strings.
He's definitely is, isn't he?
Sorry, really bad ball from Felipe Anderson, straight to the Everton player from distance.
Oh dear, yeah. A bit. Couple of his passes. Well, he's lost possession a couple of times. A couple of his passes have been.
I mean. he's tried to play it. I can see what he's tried. He's tried to play it into Haller's feet.
I can see what he's trying to do.
Yeah, he's tried to play it into Haller's feet, and then Haller's span off to run in behind.
Yeah, he's made a run.
And then Anderson's not thinking he's going to make the run.
Nice ball out to far wide to Johnson. Johnson back into...
Declan Rice is literally taking all the team on, but he's going into no man's land and let it go out for a corner. Is it got? Oh no! Pickford picks the ball up. There's an Everton player down injured though. Done his
Can't
groin.
be another one, surely.
Done his groin. He looks like
it is. It's Allen. I think. His groin just went. You saw him crouching down.
It won't be on the left. It will be. It's still inside the 18-yard box in the West Ham half. He's trying to take it on, but fortunately, is that Lanzini back defending?
See, now what I'm going to be annoyed, right, is they've carried on attacking, and then if we get the ball, they make us play it out because they got the guy down injured. It's like, he's had plenty of time there to put the ball out.
That's right.
Yarmolenko and Lanzini partnering up well. Feeds it out to Snodgrass on the left-hand side, who finds Anderson. Oh, he's played the ball too late. Oh, it's gone out for a goal kick. Creswell made the run. Allen's down. He's coming off.
So they're down to 10 men.
Have they used their subs?
Is that their last sub? I thought, or was that their last sub?
Well, because Richarlison never came off. Oh, he did. He did.
No, he did. Richarlison went off. Kenny went off. Oh, this is their last sub. This is their last sub.
Coleman.
Coleman come on, sorry, yeah. And Iwobi came on for Richarlison and Kenny.
It's a big deal for Everton, by the way.
That's two big blows because you don't know how long Richarlison's going to be out for with that ankle. And like you said, that's a groin. Straight away, he's stretched and he's overstretched and his groin's gone.
The thing
is, a big blow for Ancelotti as well because he's been integral to their midfield. And
the interesting thing is here, they're bringing on obviously a quality player, the core, coming alongside him. The problem you've got there is it's running the risk of now you're putting your fielding, literally your full strength side.
Well, obviously, in the first team, they normally have the two of them playing alongside each other, don't they?
That should have been a corner to West Ham. People are asking what's up with Anderson. You know, his last couple of performances have been really good. He's not been awful. The second half, he's not a good second half.
His first half was
he dovetails better with Masuaku. I don't know why. I think maybe Masuaku gets further forward and likes to overlap more. I think when Masuaku overlaps, he drags the defender out and gives Anderson a bit of space. Whereas obviously Creswell's not going to overlap that much because one, we're only playing four at the back, and two, he's not that quick. He's not quick enough. And it sort of leaves Anderson short, and then he tries to do something clever to make a bit of space, and it just doesn't work.
The one thing I'll say about Everton is that they, if they do lose players, say for 5-6 weeks, they're still within the transfer window and can still strengthen.
Well, we've got 5 days.
They've got players there though that will attract other players. So Rodriguez, etc.
Yeah,
can potentially.
It's not 5 days. It was today's Wednesday. So yeah, 5 days. The international window shuts on Monday.
Yeah. Then
you've got 10 days to buy from the Football League. So from the 5th to the 15th, Premier League clubs can still buy it from the Championship, League 1 and League 2. So either, the Everton owner is going to have to get his checkbook out again quickly to try and cover someone, or they might try and pick someone up from the Football League. Or they might feel they've got enough strength and depth in certain positions to cover it. Maybe this will see Delph get more of a run out because he's done well enough today.
Yeah, he has. Good.
Maybe Delph will step in for them.
Come on.
We still, though, haven't made a sub. I mean, I know they've made their 3 subs because they've had 3 injuries, but we're 70th minute now and we still haven't made a single sub.
The thing is, though, like you say, who's that? All right. We do need a sub, though. It's not us just calling it for the sake of it. Like, genuinely, it would help us.
Well, it's nothing else. It's fresh legs.
Bad ball.
A bit of impetus.
Yarmolenko. Iwobi's cutting through, plays it out wide to Everton player who puts a cross in.
That was a poor pass from Yarmolenko. I've just seen that.
And it goes out for a West Ham throw-in.
And he couldn't have picked out a worse player either. He actually picked out Rodriguez.
Sigurdsson. He's been quiet. Well, shut up, Andy. I'm never going to say that.
Oh, don't say that.
I never said anything. Rodriguez through to the core. Well dispossessed there by Lanzini. Finds Haller with no one up there to support him. Yarmolenko. He finds Anderson. Go on, Anderson. Go on. 18-yard box. Cuts inside to his right foot. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, my God. What are you doing?
So that was actually a good play once from Lanzini there. A good interception. Good ball from Yarmolenko.
Haller on the edge of the 18-yard box. Feeds the ball through to Noble.
What was Anderson trying there?
Creswell crossing. Really good cross. No one there to meet it at the end of it. Everton, Rodriguez right back in the 18-yard box. Takes the ball down his chest. Pays the ball through to Decor. Just like nothing else. Calvert-Lewin tracking back. Declan Rice gets a hold of the ball and back in the halfway line with Mark Noble. Anderson had an opportunity there.
Difference straight away. Difference between him and Richarlison. As soon as he got in on his right foot there, he should have been shooting.
Shot.
And I don't know. He's like, I think he tried to like dummy it again, and he just like looked like a 5-year-old who miscontrolled it.
Yeah, well, ever since he's been with us,
like
he's never been very quick at shooting, though, has he? He's always sort of hesitated quite a bit.
I just don't think that's his position, though.
No.
Yeah, but in the position he's in, but once he got to that position and he actually cut inside, just shoot.
Yeah, everybody should.
Like in that position, what's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
Yeah, but what's the worst happens? He misses. Oh, you missed.
Yeah.
Or he switches play. I know.
And look at Richarlison. Richarlison cut inside and shot. He took a massive deflection and went in.
That's not good enough. I'm sorry, it's not good enough by Anderson there.
See, now I'm at the point where I would take Anderson off and put Masuaku on.
Yeah, I would as well. Yeah, he definitely needs to come on.
The only way I wouldn't do that, the only thing I'm going to say here is if you were to change it up and put Anderson through the middle. But that's the only thing that would save him in this game.
I said that at half time, but
second half has just not been great.
I'm at the point where I'd put Yarmolenko in the middle. I'd take them both off and put Masuaku and Bowen on.
It's not a bad shout, actually. It's not a bad shout. Yeah, definitely get some width on. Get some crosses in.
75th minute.
It's too late. It's too late. We should have already made the subs by now.
Like,
should have made the subs by now.
It's the one thing Moyes just like doesn't make subs
unless he goes for like someone's just saying there. Scott Randall, Souček, Bowen, and Masuaku on. Go for a really big high impact substitution.
Well, I'm always saying this every game. I'm always saying, look, if we're chasing the game, just bring it on. Just bring them all on and just put.
What's the thing is right? What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly, we're losing anyway.
We're losing.
You might as well just go for it. Try and change the game. Try and upset the rhythm of Everton.
Haller on his chest. He does it. Oh my God! He does a bicycle kick. He chested it up. Bicycle kick. Good save by Pickford. See, that's the difference. Feed the ball to Haller. He can do shit. He create shit directly to him. No defender could get close to him. Bicycle kick.
Any sort of direction, and that was in. Either side of Pickford.
Unlucky.
He has quality there.
Unlucky.
Either side, it almost getting straight down the middle.
Yeah.
Corner for West Ham. It's gone out for a West Ham corner. I don't know who that was. It shot from distance. Lanzini from the 18-yard box, but it's deflected out for the corner. Come on, son.
I'll put a decent cross in.
Come on, Snods. Back corner. Couldn't beat the first man. Out to Snoddy, who finds Noble out on the left-hand side. Anderson is straight through the middle now. He's kind of come off the wing. Why? He's all the way back in defence. He's completely all the way back in defence. Declan Rice is further. Oh, right, that's why he's tracking back and covering. Decor through the middle, finds Coleman on the right-hand side.
They're just quicker to the tackles, aren't they? They're just quicker to those half chances.
Well, that's the thing of playing Noble and Snodgrass in the midfield rather than Rice and Souček.
Yeah,
because they haven't got the mobility.
Yeah, and also they're coming in from behind a lot, Everton, and just basically just nipping the ball away
pinching it and then countering.
Yeah, pinching it and away they go. Yeah,
which is what we done against Wolves.
Yeah.
James Rodriguez feeds the ball through to the left. Iwobi cross, but corner to Everton.
It does confuse me though. Moyes looks at this and goes, "Yeah, we're still doing fine. It's all right. Keep going." Like even if no one's had a bad game, you're at the point now where you should be looking at making a sub just to try and
change it up a bit.
EFL just showed you that as a replay. And I think they're showing you that as a replay because if it was VAR, they may have given a penalty for that. But because there's no VAR, they haven't.
I don't know. Because it was actually his hand was close to his chest, wasn't it? He's actually tried to pull his hand out of the way.
Iwobi's hit the post and it's goal for Everton, 3-1, Calvert-Lewin. Iwobi's just shot out of the blue from 18-yard box, hit the far post, and it's retaliated back to Calvert-Lewin, who's just tapped in, 3-1.
Good night, Vienna.
That would be the game.
That's it.
That'd be the game.
Watch this now. Subs.
What? Why? What is the point? What is the point now? Right.
I'm just going to sit back now, boys. And
Miles on side as well. A bit like
accept the inevitability.
Tell you what, though, lads. Calvert-Lewin, 7 goals in what?
Yeah, he's on fire, isn't he?
6 games, 7 in 6.
Yeah.
And that's all made by Iwobi. He done a lot of hard work there. And I think Paul from Falcon Fans TV was saying that, he's not a winger. But I tell you what, he does enough out there.
Well, that was in the box, wasn't it? Almost in like a number 10 position.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, we're going to get the old Bilic style of, we'll make some subs now that we're losing, and it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
10 minutes to go.
Not good enough, lads.
Have we done enough in the second half? No.
No, we haven't.
I think we've done enough in the first half.
First half was a lot better. Second half, we've kind of...
We actually scored the goal, and then we just regressed.
Yeah, exactly right.
Even after they went 2-1 up, we still haven't...
Up. Yeah, they stepped it up.
And
as soon as we scored...
Still with no subs. They've had 3 subs through injury, and we still haven't made one. With 11 minutes to go. 3-1 down. Like...
Fabian Delph just completely mopping up any of the crap at the back.
As I said, they may have lost Allen, but I think Delph will still get a run out, to be honest.
Oh, well. That's really disappointing, lads. Really disappointing. I was kind of quite hopeful for tonight, actually. But then again, it's same again. It's just...
But there's still no subs. Wait,
lack of a desire to get on top of the game. It's almost like you're just hoping that we could just hold up.
Someone's going to create something out of nothing.
Yeah, just score and equalise.
Like Everton make a mistake rather than we do something.
Everton just keeping a hold of the ball.
I wonder if he's just cautious about bringing on the likes of Bowen and Souček and stuff like that. Just because saved him for the Premier League.
The thing was, at 2-1 he could have done it, and we'd have come in the game. And then Moyes would be like, I don't want to risk him getting injured. I mean, they've had 3 injuries tonight, and he don't want to risk it.
Yeah. And
now he'll entirely go, well, with 3-1 down, there's 10 minutes left. I'm not going to risk it.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm reading into this game now as well. I mean, what's the point in me watching it?
I tell you what, though, Everton have just held the ball for literally 2 or 3 minutes, slowly playing the ball about, and fed the ball through to the left-hand side. It will be with a cross in. It's now back with Everton in their half, but they're just playing, passing the ball rings around West Ham.
As I said to Alf before you dropped off at the start of the game,
Rodriguez on the ball. Goes through the middle to Sigurdsson. The core still on the ball. No, not good. Come on, Anderson. Come on, show me something. Come on, son. Skips past Coleman, no problem at all. Cuts back in. Back to Creswell. Middle to Snoddy, who absolutely terrible ball from Snoddy. Fortunately, though, West Ham have got the ball back. Declan Rice, centre half, got the ball, feeds it out to Creswell on the left-hand side. Anderson inside Everton half, through to Haller. Literally surrounded by 3 or 4 men. Through the middle to Lanzini, who looks for Noble. Noble switches the ball completely. Everton player dispossesses it and goes out for a West Ham throw-in. Hi to Leicester Fan TV. Yes, we're going on their show and they're coming on our show for the Leicester preview over the next couple of days. Hope you're well, guys.
Yep. Yeah, really looking forward to that game. Yeah, really looking forward to that.
Well, listen, we still need to go by the. I mean, how many teams would you have thought would have beaten Wolves 4-0? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although Leicester are on fire.
They are on fire. They're definitely on fire. And was it 5-2 they beat City the other day?
I was trying to be positive, Alf.
Is it 5-2 or 5-3? I don't know. Anyway, they beat them. That's all that matters.
It was 5-2. Vardy had.
5-2. Yeah. There you go. So it's.
They won 5-2, but they scored 2 penalties. 3 penalties?
Yeah.
3 penalties, I think.
Yeah, but you still got to be in an attacking position inside the 18-yard box to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like. And it was away from home.
I just saw Ancelotti there on the touchline there, just very calm, no care in the world. He's got this. He's thinking this. There's no way they can mess this up.
Oh no, Calvert-Lewin makes it 3 hat-trick. 4-1. Calvert-Lewin has just got his hat-trick.
And it's now becoming embarrassing.
Oh, blaming Al.
It's now becoming embarrassing.
God, so much wrong about this performance. So much wrong about the setup and the tactics. You know, we had it just after half time to really take it to them and to make subs.
I mean,
really.
In fairness, that's Balbuena's jumped out and Calvert-Lewin's just walked into where Balbuena was. Balbuena's dived in to win a ball against Sigurdsson, doesn't win it. He didn't need to dive in there because Snodgrass was there.
That's his second. Sorry, just quickly. Sorry, that's his second hat trick
this season. Yeah.
This season.
Yeah.
And we still haven't seen a sub yet.
Come on, unbelievable.
And it also, if he needed any proof that we're better off playing the 3 at the back with the wing backs, there's your thing today. You know, he's tried to go back to the 4 at the back, and it just hasn't worked at all.
His boo-boo really has come by changing it.
Yeah. Because he's still the players. I mean, you could. I was going to say, if he wanted to still play Rice at the back today, he could have played Alessi with Rice and Balbuena and given you 3 at the back.
Oh, it's just terrible passing.
Just disappointing, lads. Disappointing, this one.
Rodriguez to the
last 2 or 3 weeks, we've been on a bit of a high, really. Good performances. They've just taught us a lesson tonight. And we they taught us a lesson. We haven't been taking notes, and we've got detention as well.
Listen, if you are watching, we will do I'm not going to lie to you, it will be a very brief review of the game, so make sure you do join
I can do the review now, Ant. We are rubbish. We were rubbish in the second half, especially. That's it. That's all you need to know.
Well, if you needed, you said we know we need defenders in. It's no surprise. I
don't think we could blame the defenders here. I think we could just blame the overall tactics tonight and the lack of substitutions to take it to them. I think that's what's really done us tonight. Yeah, defensive errors, of course, but they were just better at passing.
Well, look, don't forget it.
The whole game.
If we lose Rice or Souček in the midfield, those 2 in the midfield are the ones that are going to step in and replace them.
Yeah.
Someone's just put there, Scott, you've put in, where is it? Anton, how do you rate Anderson's performance? Listen, mate, I can't stick up for him tonight. He's had a second half performance.
Yeah, I was going to say second half performance.
First half he was trying, second half he's just been awful.
But again, I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm really not. But all I'll say is I just don't want to see him on the wing anymore. I just don't want to see him on the wing.
No.
So not going to play him centrally. Just sell him. There's no point in keeping him.
Yeah.
No one wants to buy him, though, do they?
No, not for that money.
That's the problem.
Well, no one wants to buy him because they keep playing him on the wing and he's shit in the wing.
Yeah.
James Rodriguez just pulling strings around the middle of the park. And still no substitutions. 87 minutes in.
87 minutes and we haven't made a sub. Like, it's just...
Do you think the phone lines are down between Pierce and Moyes?
No.
I think they can't get a signal. They're like saying, well, we don't know what the gaffer wants, so let's not do anything.
No, I think it's Moyes' decision.
Yeah. I think at 2-1, he was like, oh, we're still in it, let's not make a change.
Yeah.
And then he goes 3-1, he goes, well, look, Everton lost 3 players tonight injured. I don't want to lose any injuries to important players. They're not coming on.
Yeah. I think that's exactly what it is. He sacrificed the cup here. He sacrificed this game for potential.
Because of the running we've got, he sacrificed it. But you know what? I hope Everton go on and win it. I'd like to see someone else win it.
Yeah.
And if it can't be us, I hope it's Everton.
Here's an example.
In fairness, they rotated some of their team, but they still pull out their first team front three. Admittedly, they may have lost for Charleston for a little bit, but they still put a more attacking team out.
Yeah, absolutely.
They put more of their first team players out.
Here's an example of how people read the game differently tonight. So you've got Scott there who's saying, oh no, hold on a minute. Robert's saying Lanzini's tried hard. I thought Massive Fitness is saying Lanzini's literally a championship player. He looks terrible. And Scott Randall's saying Lanzini had a few decent tries and ran hard. I mean, I'll back him up. I think he's actually been all right tonight.
I think that last comment was the best one. That he's had a few decent touches and he's tried hard, but he has been anonymous for a lot of the game. But then again, so have a lot of our attacking players. To be fair, you haven't really, Yarmolenko's had a few good touches and hasn't done much. Halle had that one bicycle kick.
Yeah, if you are watching, make sure you join us for our review straight after the game. We will be on live probably 5 minutes after the game. Like I said, we're going to really try and make this the shortest review we've ever done.
Yeah.
But we'll do one.
I may need to go drown my sorrows off.
They just took a throw in then, and there was no West Ham players warming up.
Oh,
there's no sub. There's no need.
Yeah. I wonder. In the post-match commentary, if somebody says, "So, what, Mr. Moyes, why didn't you make any substitutions?" Or whoever they interview, why weren't any substitutions made? What can you tell your fans about the lack of substitutions? I wonder what answer they would give. Because that'd be an interesting one. Because
the thing is, it's not like he hasn't got options.
Well, right? I think the fan base need an answer to that. To say, actually, why haven't you made any substitutions at all? That you went 2-1 down. You could have made them then, even before then. Poor, very poor.
Even if he comes out and says, like, oh, I didn't want to risk the first team players because I think we've got a game Sunday and that's more important. Well, then say it. But
but he can't come out and say that. That would not wash with the fan base at all. No chance.
You might as well say it. You might as well be truthful. You might as well turn around and say, I can't afford to risk the first team players getting injured because we haven't got big enough quality and strength and depth.
Yeah, but effectively you're throwing this game away by not making any substitutions.
Yeah, but he done it. Don't forget, he done it the first time he come to us.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what, and that's why it's so infuriating.
Ooh, that was unlucky for Yarmolenko.
Many of the fan bases say, "Well, you're throwing away cup competitions, but basically not really trying hard enough."
I think we should be going for it. I would have put more of a first team out, but he clearly.
Yeah.
Don't forget, I can't remember what Twitter account, one of the other social media accounts put it out before the game. And they said, Moyes has no motivation to winning the cup because he doesn't get anything for winning the cup. He gets a £1.5 million salary and he gets £2 million every year we don't get relegated.
Right.
So Moyes, yes, everyone wants to win a cup, but for personal financial motivation, there's no motivation for Moyes to do well in the cup.
Yeah.
His thing is the league.
I think Sullivan was actually being interviewed the other day, and he's basically said he doesn't want to be in the cup, does he?
No, don't forget he wasn't happy we got past Hull. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Sullivan literally went on TalkSport and moaned that we had to go past Hull. We said it's going to cost him $50,000 to pay for a plane to get us up there.
Yeah.
You know, and at least this shuts down the debate of which team at the moment is better. Because don't forget, like we said after the whole game, everyone was calling for the whole team to start. We went back to what is the first team at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, and they put 4 past Wolves and won 4-0, and then we've gone back to the cup team, which is supposedly our better attacking team.
Yeah.
And we've shipped 4 goals. Because they haven't had because the defence hasn't. One, it's less men in defence because he's gone for the 4 at the back, and 2, he hasn't had the defensive cover. I'm sorry, me and Ant said this, and I said this on the game last night, the preview last night. I said I was worried because if they put Snodgrass and Noble in that midfield, they would get overrun.
Yeah,
and lo and behold, Snodgrass and Noble have been overrun.
Yeah, completely.
Completely
overrun. Yeah.
You know, Snodgrass, Noble, and Lanzini against was Allen, Delph, and Sigurdsson, and then became Decore, Delph, and Sigurdsson. Got massively overrun.
Sure. Well, we're in the last minute of added time here, guys.
I mean, we've given it a little go. We've had a couple of corners.
Yeah.
But that's surely it. I mean, Pickford picks the ball up. I think that's it. I think that's full. Well, is that full time or 40 seconds left? That'd be full time.
Ant, give us your thoughts, Ant. Give us your thoughts.
All right, we're gonna.
No, Ant is saying nothing. He's just blowing.
He's saying nothing.
No, saying nothing. That's it. Silence.
Blowing hot air.
Silence is golden.
Well, he's saving his comments for the review in a minute.
Oh, is he? Well, thanks everybody for joining in the chat tonight. And
full time.
No, it's full time. There you go.
Game over.
Disappointing.
Another cup run. Ended
what can I say?
Disappointingly prematurely.
Yeah, Neil took here. Not much to review, lads. I think you're.
It'll be a quick review. Don't worry.
I think I'm with you, Neil. Yeah, thank God for that. Thank God it's over. That's right. God, what a really disappointing night. A really disappointing night.
But we'll be back in about 5 minutes and we'll do
our
review.
Right. Righto. Cheers all.